Yes, guys, we are live ahead of the Matchday 3 deadline. It's come round quick, isn't it? It's time to hit that wildcard button if you haven't already. Genuinely, if you've still got your wildcard, this is the time to use it. I've been speaking to friends this morning who play a little bit more casually. They don't absorb content. And they're like, yeah, I'm keeping my wildcard for the knockouts. Don't do it. We'll speak more about that in a second. I'll tell you why. Shout out to so many of you in the chat. Squirrel is with us. Joe's with us. I've got some of Joe's graphics to show. Team locked. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty locked in as well. You can see there. 13 of my 15. This is in the chat. Hello. Niraj is there. Out with Mbappe, says Henrik. Squirrel and Little Miss FPL. Will Messi start? P, hello. Good to see you. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We obviously have a ton of good stuff to get through in today's video. I'm just going to load an old... I'm going to load an old graphic. Because I had some... Yeah, on Messi and Kane. This is the info I've got on Messi. I love your commentary. Very kind of you to say. Thanks, Gianni, for all the great content. Lovely to see that. Guys, shout out to so many of you live in the chat so early. Where in the world are you? Where are you watching from? Are you, any of you, in a country in Asia or in Africa? Or anyone in North America or in Canada, Mexico? Give me your countries. I'm guessing there's about 25% of you in the UK right now. Gosh, it's hot. It's hot in Cheshire. It's probably hot in India and Bangkok too, though. If you know the degrees Celsius, can you put your city or country with your degrees? So right now, where I am, I think it's 34? 34 degrees. And we want Celsius, please, if you can. 34 degrees. I'm going to answer loads of questions in Rutland. It's so hot. I've been 5 hours in the car today. Boy, did I feel it. So yeah, let me know, guys, where in the world you are. 35 in Croatia too. 30 Ivory Coast. I'm buzzing that I'm going to show you triple Ivory Coast in my team. Triple Ivory Coast there. How hot is it in Peru? I bet it's hot in Miami. You've got the Scots there. Scotland versus Brazil tonight in Miami. 29 degrees in Harrogate. Knife. If I leave the aircon office, I'm done for. Yeah, 34. Wow, you're not in England then. I am in England. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it. The June record in England has been hit today, as far as I'm aware. Never has it been hotter in June in England than today, ever. It beat in 1976. Raining in Nigeria. There we go. 27. That is perfect. Give me 27 all day long. Take me to Copenhagen right now. Switzerland's hot. Right. If you are just joining, you're wondering what the hell we're on about. I'm just asking for people to let me know where in the world they're watching from. It's always nice to see so many people across the globe watching this channel, which is pretty damn cool. It blows me away, actually, that we've got people in all four corners. So, yeah. Welcome to all you. Welcome to you. I know we got loads of questions to get to, and I'm going to do my best today to answer lots of questions. Obviously, channel members and super chats will be prioritized, but I'm going to get to as many as I can. Do I like Senesi? I think he probably does start. Is it tough watching the World Cup as an Italy fan? No, not really. I think the record for June, though, was 35, Dan. 14 degrees in Australia. Wow. Yeah, it's your winter, isn't it? So, look, this is where I'm at with my team. I think I'm locked on 13 of my 15. I've put the padlocks there. That's how I feel. I mean, if you get any information, it could change things, maybe, but it's looking unlikely. So this is where I'm at. Feeling pretty happy with it. The two big spots, though, they're at the bottom of the screen. In terms of where I'm at. Like, it could be... Can I change the speed of that banner to go a little bit quicker for you guys? Don't know. The big decisions in midfield. Is it Somerville? Is it Elise? Is it an English midfielder? And then up front, it's just simply Mbappe or Kane. Money's not really an issue. Somerville, Ismail Assar. One's a midfielder, one's a forward. Just recognise that. You can't... Ismail Assar is a forward. So I just say Mane. Gosh, I'm sweltering. Honestly, if I could do my stream topless, I would. In fact, I could probably roll my top up quite a bit, can't I? You can't see that. I'm sat here in my pants, guys. Honestly, I'm actually sat in my pants. You're not going to see it, but I'm sat in my pants. I knew FPL Nightmare was going messy. Look, FPL Nightmare is smashing it this game, 2 rounds in, but absolutely smashing it. And he's ranked like 250 odd, where it was before some of the games last night. And he thinks he is of the narrative. Messi starts because momentum is important. And you can see here, he doesn't have a game for 10 days if he doesn't play versus Jordan. That's a long time for Messi or any player to go without a game. Momentum's important. And his point is he's chasing records, the Golden Boot scoring record, a team too. If he says he wants to play, you'd think he'll get it. My argument is he's about to go 5 knockout games in 17 days. Why risk an injury? Now, don't get me wrong. Messi's individual awards and Messi's momentum matters. I think he features, but I know he doesn't get 90, and I don't think anyone does. I think he gets 30 or he gets 60. And I don't think I'm willing to take that punt. Now, 95% of you are on Wildcard. Let's just end that poll and let's just do a poll on Messi. How many minutes does Messi get? How many minutes does Messi get? Now, I am covering that Argentina attack. 0, 30. Just go for your closest. 60 and 90. I'm somewhere between 30 and 60. Now, yeah, where do you lie on this, guys? Obviously, the game matters to Messi because it's a World Cup game and he's on borrowed time. He knows he's not playing in another World Cup. I get all of that. I really, really, really do. But at the same time, winning the World Cup is more important than any individual accolade. And he doesn't need momentum. Messi went into the World Cup. Look at the 7th and 10th of June up there. He went into the World Cup not playing in the first friendly and playing only 20 minutes in the second. Momentum's not a thing when you're Messi. That doesn't matter. He can turn it on at any point. 45 minimum. Lads, it's Jordan. Yeah, I get it. Confirm 45. Confirm 45. Really? Have I missed this? Has this been on Twitter today? Messi minute. I'm just searching on Twitter, but I've not been online all day. So if I missed something, what's this confirmation of Messi playing 45? Other than, I'm seeing, according to FIFA Journey, Messi starts and plays at least 45. Christ, do I need to take my padlock off Alvarez? Anyone got the Argentina journalist that has said this for Messi getting 45? If he's going to get 60, then I prefer him to Alvarez. Okay. All these Messi can 45 have started to scare me because I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to pick him. No, nothing has. The source is like, from what I can tell, the source is journalists who are often right, but journalists can be wrong too. There is no confirmed. It might be confirmed that a journalist said that. That doesn't mean it's definitely happening. It's genuinely one of my favorite deadline stream moments ever. I'm like, hang on a minute. I've just made a pretty graphic that has Alvarez and a padlock. Now I have got money to get to Messi. I better take. Do you know what? I'm just gonna remake this. I'm just gonna take the padlock off Alvarez, and I'm gonna put a mini question mark on him, just because that could become like if we get more info. Obviously, Alvarez might not get 90 anyway, right? Let's just re-grab my team. It's just easier, isn't it? Let's re-grab my team. Oh, Christ. If Messi's going to get... I've not owned Messi yet. I've not owned Messi. I really want to own Messi. Of course I do. Right, this is my new team. God, this is going to change a lot, isn't it? There you go. Padlock on Alvarez. Sorry, padlock off Alvarez and a mini question mark. If he's going to get 60, I want in on Jordan. I really want in if he's going to get 60. We all do, right? How are you voting in the poll? All right. we're going to do another poll in just a second, which is Messi in your team, right? How many minutes does he get? 58% of you think 60. And yeah, no one really thinks anything but 30 or 60. But yeah, okay. I still want that source, guys. I think no one's given me this credible source that thinks, not knows, thinks he's getting 90, at least 45. I must say though, it does appear when you see journalists from some of the South American teams, especially like Brazil, often and even L'Equipe, I noticed for France, like they're getting their 11s bang on 36, 48 hours before. Brazil doing the same. It feels like there's very close journalists to camps of Brazil, Argentina, France, and look, to be fair, probably England. Like it broke 2 days before that Mark Gahey wasn't going to start match day 1, that it was going to be Gordon out on the left. So it is worth noting. Yeah. My thing with Messi is just that he's about to go on 5 knockout games in 17 days. But he does spend most of the game walking. Would you really pick Messi over Kane and Mbappe? Look, for me, I have an Argentina spot. I am 100% going with an Argentina attacker, and that's Alvarez at the moment, and it'll be Messi if not. The other spot is Mbappe versus Kane for me. And again, do I want Mbappe? Well, we're going to do loads of polls today, guys. We're going to do polls galore. Let's do a poll now on Messi, though. Is Messi going to be in your team? Let's have a look. And then we're going to answer some questions quick fire, guys. I would love you all, by the way. Massively love it. I've not asked you yet to do this, and you know I go on about it. But please do hit the like button. But please do subscribe if you're new around here. There is a chance we could get to 42K today. We hit 40K match day 1. We hit 41K deadline of match day 2. If the deadline of match day 3 could come with 42K, that would be unbelievable. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to get involved in the chat, subscribe as well. So look, let's do it. Is Messi in your match day 3 team? Yes. No. And then I'm going to put no other Argentina attacker. Like maybe you're punting on a Paz or an Alvarez. I don't think anyone's going double Argentina attack. So yeah, get voting on that poll. That would be very interesting to see. Why not Gakpo? Guys, I think Gakpo might get an early sub. Just putting it out there. I think Gakpo might get an early sub. That's all. Does Otamendi start? Yeah. Look, Argentina, I think, will play mostly a B team. I really do. Like, yeah, Messi might play, sure, and momentum's important, but also Romero went off and Otamendi came on. I think there's a very, very good chance Otamendi starts versus Jordan and Romero's not risked. How confident are you in O'Reilly starting? I'm really surprised not to see O'Reilly in loads more teams. I think everyone's a bit freaked out by the fact that Spence got the nod over him against Ghana. O'Reilly is in my team because I think he has got a very good chance of scoring. 7 points for a defender goal. I'm going after upside, and sure, there's a risk he doesn't start. I'd be surprised if Tuchel didn't give him the nod at left back. Jed Spence could start as well, by the way, at right back. Reece James could get a rest. Again, England are about to embark on 5 knockout games if they get to the final in 19 days. Players like Reece James can't play every minute of every game. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jed Spencer at right back, but I do think O'Reilly left back. Sent you that messy tweet, by the way. Thank you so much, Joe. You're an absolute legend. I feel like Joe is one of our. Are you a mod, Joe? Yeah, I have made you a mod. Good. Messi will play at least 45. Right. Let's see who it's from. Confirmed by. Oh, okay. Yeah, confirmed by a journo with 1.2 million followers. Fair. That feels pretty credible. So let's put that tweet on screen. Here it is. So look, this is the Messi tweet. Guys, I think Messi might be coming into my team. Might be making a new graphic very soon. Get voting in the Messi poll, guys. Is he going to be in your team? The Argentine national team has already qualified around 60. Scaloni will rotate and test other players. 45 minutes of Messi does feel better than 60 of Alvarez, doesn't it? Or maybe even 90. Reese, thank you so much. Love that teammate. Thoughts on De Kuyper? Honestly, if I was allowed 6 defenders, De Kuyper would be my 6th. I was so close to De Kuyper. Because I've got De Bruyne anyway, I just didn't really want double Belgium. I do think New Zealand score. But I really think De Kuyper for upside, is due. How many points are you on? All my stuff is at the bottom of the screen. 209 points puts me about 45k. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that's all there at the bottom. I wonder if O'Reilly will play midfield for right. Yeah, and there's also that option too. Honestly, O'Reilly's just got upside. Slackers is in the chat. Slackers, I need to give you a spanner, don't I? Slackers, let me give you a spanner. Add as a moderator. You've now got a spanner, mate. Sorry, on WhatsApp, I didn't get to your team. I just saw it flash up. If you've got any questions, let us know. Goated tweet. Yeah, this does feel like a bit of a goated tweet for us wildcarders, especially. I reckon those voting in the poll were probably 20% yes, and now we're 33% yes. I still think Alvarez starts alongside him. Keep asking your questions, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Jay. Good to see Jay is in the house. So many of our members in the house. Thank you. You're going to be seeing us through. My laptop's a bit hot, guys. A bit worried about that. I should have had it off. I've had it on all day. Got to keep hydrated. I'm sat here in my pants with my t-shirt rolled up, sweating. Saka starting? Yeah, I think he will, mate. I think Rashford and Saka both start. Should I go Bellingham? Look, Rodgers could get the nod, or they could both play. Brahim Diaz worth considering midfield. Also Manzambi if he starts tonight, which will get confirmed. Yeah, I mean, look, Manzambi's clearly a baller. I just feel like if I'm looking at players for tonight, straight away I'm like, I want Vinny versus Scotland. I want Sabari. I want Hakimi. I don't know if I want more than that. And look, someone like Brahim Diaz is brilliant. Same price point pretty much as Sabari, sorry. Sabari's playing up top. He's the number 9. He's scored in both. Brahim Diaz, we assume would be on pens, although remember in AFCON, Brahim Diaz did that Panenka pen. Keeper didn't move, saved it. I've missed these lives, says Justin. So Messi or no Messi? I've got no idea, to be quite honest yet. I need time to consider it. Why no Spain players? Why no Spain? Why no Japan? I like both of them, but you just can't have them all. And I'm going quite big. I'm chasing triples. I've got possibly triple Netherlands. I've got triple Ivory Coast. I've got double England, double Argentina, double Morocco. So you just can't have them all. I do think Kane and I are ready to start. Yeah, Medina's great. Still, I expect rotation in that back line. I think Otamendi's pretty nailed for a start. Excuse me, this game week. Is Lukaku on pens for Belgium? Probably. I think he probably is, yeah, if he's on the pitch. Justin says, like, subscribe, and hype. Legend, mate. Thank you for the reminder. Conan and Gakpo, Otamendi and Alvarez. Well, look, I've got 3 of those players. I'd say Otamendi and Alvarez because I don't own Gakpo. Otamendi, by the way, is not a first-choice centre-back for Argentina anymore. But Romero went off injured. Otamendi came on. So Romero's definitely got a knock. We know he's had issues. But regardless, Argentina are going to play mostly a second-string team. That's why I like Alvarez. Look, Brobby is a fantastic pick, guys. I really like the Brobby option. Not having a Dutch striker scares me a little bit. And that midfield spot with the question mark, as you'll see at the bottom of the screen, is between Somerville, Elise, and an English midfielder. Up front, I'm not considering Brobby. I'll put him on the thumbnail. I'm not going Brobby. That is for Kane or Mbappe. Is Kane? Yeah, Kane will start. Guys, I said on Sky Sports News this morning, I'll put my house on Kane scoring against Panama. It feels so set. But I also just go in without Mbappe. We're going to do some... thank you. If you've got a question, you've become a new member, let me know. You get priority in the chat. So, yeah. Do you prefer Van Hecke and Mane or Van Dijk and Brahim Diaz? Probably Van Hecke and Mane, to be fair. I think Mane's a great shout. Now, look, Iraq are not brilliant. Iraq really are not brilliant. They are someone we can target. What do you think of Messi, Mbappe, Kane triple up? Yeah, I like it if you can afford it. I do really think Diamande is a fantastic option, though. And annoyingly, Diamande and Ahmad are both listed as midfielders. Thomas Meunier isn't 100% nailed. He's been playing badly. I'd just go to Kuiper if you want a defender with upside. Lee Kang versus that. Yeah, look, they're going to score goals, South Korea, aren't they? Surely. Hey, Jenny, between Medina Molina and Lissandro, which two? I'd just go Otamendi. Honestly. Fofana, yeah. Good pick. Lane States and content have me to 200. Well, dude, you've got to 275 overall rank by yourself. Like, I can't take credit for that. Or I can't take really any credit for that. I'm at 45k, so proof's in the pudding there. Some great decisions from you, mate. Well played. Tagliafico, look, Argentina are going to go, I think, mainly second string. I really do. That's why I like Alvarez. So, look, anyone that is in the Argentina first choice 11, other than Messi, is a massive risk. And maybe the goalkeeper. Like, the back four could be completely different. Players like Enzo and De Paul could get a rest. Honestly, Kane no longer affected by Witch Doctor Curse. Must own. Yeah. Another new member. Shout out Nesh. Freddie gifted a membership. Absolute legend, mate. Thank you. Am I allowed to give away memberships today? Let's have a look. I don't know if I've used my allocation or not. Membership gifting. No, I've used them all. Will Otamendi start? Yeah. Otamendi should start. I think he will. Will Alvarez play? Yeah, I think so. Question coming in. Hey, Gianni. Hope you're welcome, mate. Quick question. If I make my wildcard 3 team now and hit submit, can I still... Yes, as many changes as you want, mate. Hit those buttons now. And remember, thank you for the super chat. Everyone gets unlimited transfers ahead of the next round. This wildcard, cannot stress enough, is effectively a free hit. Is Elise a rotation risk? Look, with Elise and Mbappe, if they're cruising, and I don't expect they will be, you might get an early sub or two. But that is a huge game. I'm not 100% sure France even win it. Do not underestimate Norway. Norway are the reason Italy aren't at the World Cup. Is O'Reilly safe? I'd say pretty safe. I think he starts. I think the reward is big enough with O'Reilly to go there. He could play midfield. Regardless, he's so attacking. And he should have scored a couple already this World Cup. We've seen him hit the bar. Wildcard this match day, treating it as a free hit. Exactly that. Spanish defender, yeah. Cucurella's a good option. I don't have Oyarzabal in my team, and I think he's great too. Thoughts on Salah, Somerville this match day? Currently, I have Kane, Messi, Diamande, Somerville. I mean, they're all brilliant names. Yeah. Yeah, they're all great. If I'm ranking Somerville or Salah, honestly, I'm going Somerville. What I'd say about Salah is he does play Iran, and Iran are low-key quite a good team. Like, Iran are no mugs. Hakimi or Dumfries. This is where I look at the two biggest upside defenders in the game and I go forget scouting bonus. Because a lot of us, with our defender picks, we're going, oh, who's got scouting bonus? These two, 7 points for a goal, remember? $7 points for a goal. If I'm choosing one, probably going Dumfries just. Mark says, do you need to wildcard in the WhatsApp group? Broke the bank on that, but unsure on Salah versus Yamal, he says. Yeah, definitely wildcard. Salah versus Yamal. Let me answer that. Salah versus Yamal. Yamal's going to get 60. Salah probably gets 90. Probably go for the minutes. Although I think both are really good options. Thank you, Nesh, for the super chat. O'Reilly or Mazraoui with 2 bonus. Own Hakimi. Spread your bets and go O'Reilly because you own Hakimi. Mane up to 4.9. Damn, is he actually? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. He was 4.1, no? Are you sure? Is he actually 4.9? That's bonkers. I'm just checking Mane now. He can't be. Oh my God, he is. Mane was 4.1 an hour ago. That's the dream over for scouting bonus on Mane. I should have put a bloody question mark. It's not down to me, though, clearly. There's a lot going Mane. Me and a lot others, I'd have thought. Danilo or Diouf? Look, Diouf got hooked in the last game, but I assume he's going to start. Why Conan over Singo? Didn't Singo get an early sub? Conan, again, average position map, which you know I love. Conan got a little bit more of the ball. Sarr is 1.8. The problem with Sarr over Mane is Sarr is a forward. And everyone knows we've struggled with our forward spots. Forward spots are so precious. I'm just sat here in my pants streaming, and I'm gonna have to post about it because it's funny. Nothing to see here. Just me. I'm gonna do this. Honestly, I can't tell you how hot it is. I mean, just me in my pants. I'm just going to post on Instagram. Don't forget to vote, guys. Yeah, and I'm going to get the questions. Amecha's such an all-action hero, isn't he? He's been amazing. I think Dortmund might struggle to keep hold of him. 3-hour sweaty stream. In my pants. I'm just going to link it. Sorry, guys. I just forgot to post on Instagram that I'm live. Not that I think many even come through Instagram, but boy, is it hot. Right. Okay. If you're not already following me on Instagram, feel free to check it out. It's just my name. Goalkeepers rotate, Quipo, Vargas, Rangel, best budget options. Yeah, they're all good. Look, personally, I like my two. And Fofana's like 4.2. Fofana soon over 5. Damn. Let's keep an eye on Fofana. Is he up to 4.6? Let's see where we land on Fofana. Keep an eye on that. Jonathan David's great. Can't have them all, though. He wouldn't be in my top 5 forwards to buy this week, or 6. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Got the window open. Oh, wow. Interesting. Of course he is. Yeah, great shout. Of course he is. A shower who's played at something like 4 or 5 World Cups. We weren't sure if he'd be number 1 over Rangel. Remember, Mexico have qualified. So, rightly so, he's getting a send-off he deserved. This will probably be his last game for Mexico ever, and his last World Cup game. Egypt keepers 3.5. If you're looking for a real budget option, again, you get scouting bonus there. I've had Sobpa, or whatever his name is, in my actual team, Egypt keeper. I thought it was a steal at 3.5 million. Great spot there, Nightmare. I really appreciate you contributing with that. Keep Mane, Fofana if 5%, unlike Consa, Trossard. FPL Nightmare. I was going to DM you the other day when I saw your rank. I didn't want to sound like disingenuous. That's like, oh, because your rank, you come on. I've said to you before, I'd love to get you on the channel. If you want to come on for a chat, or for a deadline stream, or a video next week, please do let me know. But I'm conscious. I don't think you're making a ton of content around this, so you might just want to have completely time off. But honestly, if you would love to or like to join me for a deadline stream, and if you're not already following FPL Nightmare on YouTube, you love his YouTube videos, guys. Take the second, actually, if you can. Click on his name now. Just quickly hit subscribe. It's not going to affect your viewing experience, I don't think. I think it will load a new window, or maybe not, but regardless, go follow Andrew. If you like managers that play a little bit differently, he plays very differently. We love that. It's interesting. I don't want to watch someone that's telling me to pick the template. What's the point in that? I might as well just use AI picks if I'm going to do that, right? Keep Mane for Fane 5-6. Yeah. Look, honestly, I think they're really good picks. Players like Mane, I don't worry too much about ownership. Like, I still want him over 5%. Nightmare, king of the differential. Absolutely. You can't have them all. And I just don't want Doué from Ivory Coast. I think Conan at left back. Honestly, I'm sure Doué's lost some minutes. I think Conan's at 90 and 90. Gakpo will start. Yeah. Zuko, mate, thank you. Would love to do something with you sometime. Okay, good. What about in the World Cup, though? Give me, I want World Cup or FPL. No one loves Dest more than me, right? I hyped him hard, and he's been in my team for the first couple of weeks. But yeah, I think there'll be big rotation. I'm not sure he starts. Why not Lautaro? Because I think Alvarez starts. I think it'll be Alvarez and Messi up front. Yeah, Due and Singo get the goal contributions, but Conan can too. He's quite high at left back. I'm just going to find the average position map for Ivory Coast. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get it from the last game. I did look at Due and Singo, and I'm sure they've lost some minutes. Right, where's my Ivory Coast? I get an email of, there we go, Germany, Ivory Coast. I get an email with all the good stuff, all the shot maps, average position maps, XG plots. So yeah, I can't always find them in my inbox, but right. So this is the Ivory Coast. This is what made me go Conan, to be fair. Now, Singo at right back, very similar in terms of average position, but more goes through the left because of Diamande. And then Due didn't start. I don't think Due started. He's not on here. Where does Due play? My knowledge of the back. Is Singo out? Due will start now. Is Singo out? I think I saw the reduced minutes and just went, Conan plays 90 every game. Let's go there. I think Somerville will start. Yes, he might be my midfielder. Singo has injured his hamstring. Due is pretty well now. Is Singo definitely out? Due should start due to Singo injury. Yeah, but went off injured, hamstring. Was it definitely, if it was a hamstring, he'll be out. Singo injury, Ivory Coast. I'm just searching. Yeah. Is now expected to return in 1 to 2 weeks. A clearer timeline compared to the unknown. Keep an eye on it. Yeah. There was talk that he might be out for a while. So yeah. Yeah, I think Due should start at right back. How much is Due at right back? Let's have a look. Due 3.9. 3.2% owned versus Conan 1.6. Let's see about that ownership. That could rocket Due. He's clearly getting a lot of love. So yeah, Singo is out. Almost certainly not playing. Reports of Singo should be okay. Yes, but not for this game. I think I'm sticking on Conan. Jesus, there's over 1,400 of you watching. That is amazing. Thank you all so much. If you've just tuned in, I'm answering as many questions as I can without making it a rubbish stream that doesn't appeal to the masses. But if you are joining, I'd love you to help me out with the algorithm. If you like, just boost the algorithm. It gets my channel out to more people. So if you haven't already hit the like, we'll take a second. I'm guessing many of you are already subscribed. But if you're not subscribed, do consider hitting that button today as well. I've got daily World Cup content planned. If you've seen any of my videos, hopefully you've enjoyed them. Right, let's do some real quick fire questions. Guys, the really short questions I'll take. The long ones I won't. I'm just going to rattle through a couple of quick fire ones, okay? Alvarez versus Lautaro. I'll go Lautaro. Neither gets scouting bonus. Mbappe not starting. I think he will. Will Bendina play? I think that'll be B team, so I'm not sure. Dzeko in is a great punt, Dzeko. Sarr versus Diamande. Look at my team. Thoughts on Kessié? I love Frank Kessié, but he is an 8, not a 10. Don't know how many goal contributions we'll see there, but we might get some creativity and he should be on pens. 3 biggest must-have players this wildcard. I'm going to say Hakimi, Dumfries and Saviri there. There's 3. Is Mbappe essential? No, not this game week. I think he might be next game week, though. You can't have them all. Is O'Reilly safe to start? What about Bellingham? Thank you for the super chat. Look, O'Reilly's always a risk because of what happened in Matchday 2, but risk versus reward is there. 7 points for a goal. No defender has looked more threatening to score and hasn't than O'Reilly. I think they'll start him, and I think they'll start Bellingham too. Diamande or Sarr, look at my team. Thoughts on Van der Ven? Yeah, good. You get the scouting bonus too. Cunha's a fun differential, but if you're going Brazil, for me, it just has to be the main man, Vinny Jr. Haaland or Mbappe. Brazil defence, I would swerve. Best goalkeepers on Wildcard. Look at my team. Thoughts on Freeman? I'd avoid USA. I do think the Kuiper starts for Belgium. Yes. Switzerland. No, I'm okay. Thoughts on Van der Ven's? Great. Mane or Elise? Look at my team. Thoughts on De Kuiper? I think if I could have a sixth defender, it would be De Kuiper. He's a great shout. Mane's great. He'll be on pens. He's going to go over that 5% threshold by the looks of it. Kane or Mbappe? That's my big question. I'm still not sure where I go. We can do a poll on Kane versus Mbappe. Let's do that now, and then we'll get back to some quick fire questions. Is Messi in your Matchday 3 team? 65% saying no. Right. Let's do an Mbappe. You can only have one for Matchday 3. Who do you pick? Kane, Mbappe. Let's do neither. And then both. So who do you own for Matchday 3? Cool. Poll is up. I don't want to miss a super chat. I think one just came in. Hang on. Going for a Neymar pun. Oh, I think you're going to get 30 minutes off the bench personally, but good luck to you. You could still get points. I've got, thank you for the super chat. And Drews, I have Gakpo, Cunha, Kane. Cunha's fine. I much prefer Vinny Jr. if you can get there. Kane's a fantastic pick. He's going to score versus Panama, even though you'll get early sub, probably. Fine. And then I've got Gakpo. Gakpo's great. I can't tell you he's not. I think if I was going, though, for a Dutch forward, I would go Brobbey over Gakpo. Again, I love an average position map, right? But again, I'm not. I think neither get 90 there. Will Spain Uruguay be a high scoring match? $1 million question, probably, because it's Bielsa. Is it worth Gravenberch over Somerville considering minutes? No, I think Somerville will start and should still be good for 60 plus. Rashford or Saka? I think I'd veer towards Saka. No questions, but lots of love to give Gianni. Thank you very much, mate. I love Vinny Jr. He's going to smash us. Yeah, maybe. Got our resident Scott in the chat. FPL double pivot. Saka or Elise? My midfield question mark is Somerville, Saka, Elise, pretty much. And my other question mark is in the poll right now. Kane or Mbappe? Whoa, 32% of you are going both. Nicholas Jackson or Sarr? Honestly, I'd just go Sarr at this point. Can't hit a barn door, can he? Jackson. Love you. England or Argentine defender? I'm going both. If I was picking one or one only, I'd go O'Reilly just the upside. Guys, I just want to say for those that might want to get close to my team or get inspired by some of my picks, Nico O'Reilly is a big rotation risk. I'm comfortable with that because I think the upside is big enough. If you are not, please don't at me when he's benched. I think he will start though, but I'm glass half full. Squirrel, no way. Squirrel has just gifted 5 people a membership. I can't do that today because I've gifted 10 already this month and YouTube only lets you give 5. So that is bloody awesome of you, Squirrel, that you've done that. If you've just won a membership from Squirrel, you can thank him in the chat, but a thank you from me, mate, because it supports the channel. So thank you, mate. Gakpo or Alvarez? Look at my team. I think Somerville and Mbappe. Yeah. I think that might be where I'm favouring as well, Justin. Do I go Messi or Alvarez? I'm going to ask you for 4-1 on that later. Lee's a good pick. No one's really talking about South Korea. Hi, man. Love the content. What about Undav? Yeah, the forgotten man because he's going to start for Germany. He's got 5 goal contributions in 2 games off the bench. What will he do starting? I just think Ecuador are a very good defence. I think that's going to be a low-scoring, tight game. So he's great, but he's not in my top 3. Guys, knowing Doué, shall I go Doué over Conan? No, I'm going to stick with Conan. Elise or Yamal? I'm going to say Elise just. Smash a like and a sub for Squirrel's generosity. Yeah. Do you know what? That's a really good point. Squirrel says like and subscribe. Not me. Squirrel said it. He just messaged in the WhatsApp to say like and subscribe. I've just gifted 5 memberships. So for Squirrel, FPL Double Pivots won a membership from him. Hit the buttons. No Yamal, Spainy to win. Look, Yamal's he's had 20, 45. You can bet your bottom dollar he's getting 60. Yeah, Somerville will start. Again, word of caution, a bit like O'Reilly. It's risk reward. This is how Somerville's minutes have gone. Started the first game as the winger. He played Marlon down the middle. Early sub. Game 2, benched. Played Brobby down the middle. Moved Marlon out to the right. Things weren't looking great. At half-time, he hooked Marlon. Somerville came on, and second half, they were way better. Somerville was in that first choice 11, and I can almost say with certainty he'll start, but that's Gianni's glass half full thing again. I don't know about the Doku situation. Monitor that. I'm guessing it will be well reported if he's back in the squad, and if he's back in the country, he'll be playing. Argentina midfielder, I'd punt on Paz. Brazil 56% clean sheet. Yeah, let's have a look at those clean sheet odds, shall we? Here they are. FPL Joe's clean sheet odds. Guys, who... Oh, I think he will start. I really think he'll start. Guys, where are the bookies got it wrong? Let's not assume that bookies always nail everything. I mean, look, it's a roundabout right. Is there a team here? Let's just do projected goals first that you think should be way higher or way lower? Way higher or way lower? Is there a team? Honestly, I think Argentina are criminally undervalued here. I'm going to say, let me know in the chat where you're at. I'm going to say, this is just projected goals. Should anyone be higher or lower? Argentina should be higher. They're playing Jordan. I don't care if it's a B team. I don't care if Messi doesn't play. They're playing Jordan. 2.49. They are ranked as the 7th highest scorers of the game week, according to the bookies. 7th higher? That doesn't feel right. They're the world champs. They've got the world's best player. They've got players like Alvarez and Paz in their B team. Yes, they're going to play a B team, and the bookies know that. But 7th highest? I want to cover that Argentina attack. Japan and Argentina should be higher. Yeah, Japan too, to be fair. Japan should be higher. Ivory Coast, what about them? Is there a prize finishing first? I don't think there is. There is in my mini league. England not scoring 3. If you're not in my mini league already, the code is on screen. England not scoring 3. I don't know. I think England's about right there. Kessié or Rice, Kessié, Alvarez or Messi. I'm going to do that poll in a minute. Brazil should be higher. Yeah, good point. Brazil should be higher indeed. Although Scotland, a 1-0 defeat probably sees them through. It's worth noting that. Scotland might be going just to go, we can lose this game 1 or 2-0. We can't lose it 3 or 4. Remember, from the third place teams, 8 third best teams qualify. It's all about goal difference. I think Ivory Coast should score 5. Yeah, Ivory Coast definitely should be top 3. That's why Diamande's in my team. That's why Diamande's in my team. In terms of defence, again, I think England should be higher. England versus Panama. It's a nail clean sheet, isn't it? So look, back to my team. I'm going to answer questions in a sec. What am I thinking? Triple Ivory Coast. Upside defenders, Dumfries and Hakimi. Scouting bonus defenders like Koonan. It could become Doué, but again, his ownership's going up. And Otamendi. The midfield. Talisman Mane. Talisman De Bruyne. Talisman Vinny Jr. Talisman Saibari. The big question mark is, do I go Elise and cover France? Do I go Saka or do I go Somerville? I don't have a Holland attacker. Let me know in the comments which midfielder you would go. Should I go Somerville, Elise, or Saka? If I go Saka, I don't go Kane. If I go Elise, I don't go Mbappe. If I go Somerville, it's then Kane or Mbappe, right? Which midfielder would you go if you were me, guys? Put a name in the chat. Somerville, Elise, or Saka. Give me a name. Yeah, Paz. I love Paz. Holland mid. I would go Brobby over Gakpo, I think. Just. Somerville. No, Gakpo's listed as a forward, guys. Stop saying Gakpo. Yamal. Yeah, I know. He's only going to play 60, though. I'm going to go Elise to cover no Mbappe. Yeah, let's poll that. Let's poll that midfield combo. And then let's poll France. What we do in France. Who do you own for match day 3? Kane and Mbappe, neither or both. Kane come out on top. Both is pretty high. Start a poll. Who should Gianni pick in midfield? Somerville. Money's clearly not an issue if I'm able to compare Somerville with Lise. And then look, it's Saka or Rashford. I'm just going to put Saka. And then we'll do the forward question mark, guys. And then we'll do the Argentina question mark. Guys, thank you for your watching. I'm trying to balance this with my team and your team. So I'm answering lots of questions. And people like Nesh, who've become a member today, I'll prioritize you in the chat. What's your thoughts on Salah as your 5th pick? Yeah, he's great. I just prefer the midfielders I've mentioned to Salah, though. Just. Salah's great, but I think Iran are really good. Not really good. I think Iran will give Egypt a good game. I don't love the Egypt attack. I prefer Senegal. I prefer France. I prefer Holland. So, yeah, Salah's great. And he was in one of my drafts, but yeah. No, I'm not going Diaz. I'm not going triple Morocco. I'm happy with the double up there. Triple Morocco's fine. And triple Morocco's great, but yeah, I'm not going triple up. 60% of you are saying Somerville. Wow. Okay. Obviously, I've covered it, my team. The player behind that question mark in my team at the moment, and I'm willing to change, is Somerville. I won't tell you which forward I've got because I don't want it to affect your vote, but let's do that. Let's do a poll now for forward. You all think Somerville, who isn't nailed for 90. But that's fine. I do think he starts. Right, now let's start a poll for who should be Gianni's forward. Simple one here. Messi. No, not Messi. Kane versus Mbappe. It's not going to be both. I'm covering that Argentina attack. So it's going to be Alvarez or Messi. And Kane or Mbappe. Yeah, Somerville should start. He came on and looked great at half-time. He changed the game. And he looked good match day 1. Somerville, I'd be shocked if he didn't start on the right-hand side. And then it will be Bobby down the middle and it'll be Marlon benched. Marlon could come on, though, for Somerville fairly early. John David's great. You can't have them all. If I'm picking between Gakpo and Brobby, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll for that. Personally, I'm the number 9 fan. I think Gakpo, again, could get an earlier sub because he's had a lot of minutes. And they might want to wrap him up if they're cruising. Somerville or Brobby, it's the midfielder versus forward. So I'm going Somerville is my option. Kane has won out over Mbappe, 60-40. Let's do the Holland. Pick one. If you can only have one. So do you go Somerville, who's a mid? Pick one attacker. Do you go Gakpo or do you go Brobby? Everyone's going for one of them. Just remember, Gakpo is a forward, guys. I'll put it in brackets because people will forget. Because in FPL, he's never been a forward. It's annoying how the likes of Diamande, Ahmad are forwards. Yet Vinny Jr. and Mane are midfielders. It should be the same as FPL. If you play wide, you're a midfielder. I think they got that wrong. But the game's been great. I don't want to criticize it. It's been so good. Why Diamande over Dallo? I just think he's better. And I think his minutes are more guaranteed. Diallo will get an earlier sub than Diamande. He's so good. Just feels like hype. Maybe. I'm up for the hype. Whoa. Gakpo is the most popular at the moment. 250-ish of you have voted. Agbadu, I've Agbadu, you have Conan. Is it 50-50? Conan better, says Mark. It's just about average position. So this is the average position map. Agbadu's a centre-back that could get a goal from a header. Conan is a left-back that gets fairly far forward and could get an assist. There's very little in it, mate. I'm just going for full-back over centre-back. But nothing in it. They're both going to get scouting bonus. Doku is back with the Belgium squad. Reliable source that Brobby is injured. Where is that non-reliable source? Just tell me what it is, guys, if you can find it. Obviously, if it's not reliable, we won't share it, but I'm keen to check it out myself. I will also be searching on Twitter now. I've not seen anything. Robbie. Let's have a look. So, yeah. Robbie said his leg was all good after the match, but Koeman raised doubts about whether the Sunderland striker could start against Tunisia. He has a slight hamstring problem, so that might be a setback. Interesting. Mate, I don't know how credible that quote is, but it's from someone with an okay following. Somerville took a hit to the head and was forced out the rest of the game. I think Somerville will be fine. There was no concussion sub or anything like that. Just seeing the clip, he did take a knee to the head. All right, let's get rid of the Ivory Coast map and put my team back on screen, shall we? Okay, so votes. 1,700 of you watching, which is awesome. Pick one attacker, Somerville over Gakpo, and sorry, Gakpo is winning over Somerville and then Robbie. So Gakpo is very, very popular. Right, now let's do the big one. Will you own either of these two? I will own. So these two in match day 3. I will own Alvarez. I will own Messi. I will own neither. Mane. Look at my team. I don't have Brahim Diaz. I have Mane. Here we go. Published on June the 22nd, which was 2 days ago. Robbie trained fully with the squad on Monday. Put interest in any concern about Mane casting it out. Thank you very much for sharing that. Okay, don't want to scaremonger anyone out of Robbie then. If he trained, he trained. And with a hamstring, you don't train you don't full train if you're a big risk. So I'd think he's probably okay. Come on, G. All those questions in hard work at 30 degrees. Honestly, I'm sweltering. I've just posted my current view on Instagram. I'm sat in my pants. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah. 3 hours straight. Wrote it wrong. 3 hours stretchy stream, I said. Right. My laptop's getting hot. Please don't crash on me. Keep your questions coming, guys. Just tweaking the camera. There we go. Whoo! I tell you what, I could do with a nice ice drink, and instead I've just got tap water. It's out of focus. Right. Somerville and Diamande or Vinny and Robbie? Somerville and Diamande, I think. I'm sat in my pants. Don't you think Depay may start? Yeah, he could. He could. Honestly, I'm really unsure. Like, the Netherlands have to win to get first in their group. So that does matter. I think they'll be fairly close to full strength. But of course, there's going to be early subs if they're cruising. So the likes of Depay and Marlon can easily come off the bench. That's why I was hesitant. That's why Robbie and Gakpo aren't in my team, guys. Somerville only played 45 in the last game, so I think he's more likely. Sleeping on the Sweden attack? I don't think so. Isak's an option. Otamendi, I think he starts, and he's got a bit of goal threat from set pieces. Mazraoui over O'Reilly. Not for me. Michael says, nice 24 degrees with breezing, guys. Oh, I love that. Perfect temperature right now is 24 to 27. Guys, where in the world are you watching and what temperature is it? Give me is Hakimi your captain? Yes. I I'm going Hakimi over Vinny Jr. tonight. I just fancy it. I fancy a 7-point goal. Yeah, I quite like the fact it's differential. As a captain, I think everyone will go Vinny. So yeah, I'm going Hakimi. Who will be your captain tonight, guys? First though, give me your. Actually, no. Let's not do cities. We'll do that. We'll do that in a bit. No, you're doing cities. Let's do cities. City and temperature right now. Is San Fran only 15? What? 40 in Dubai. Okay, yeah, but you have aircon in every room. Give me your city, guys, and temperature. It's like 34, 35 here in Rutland. Oh, where's Sonderborg? Is that Norway? Sweden? Finland? Is Ronaldo a good pick over Kane? No. London's silly hot. I was in London today. It was very hot. Seattle, love that. New York, TLV, is that Tel Aviv? Buenos Aires, 12? Guess it's winter. 30 in Mumbai, 24 in Lisbon. Dorset and 35. Have you broken the record today, Freddie? Heat record. It was in Southampton in 1976, the June temperature. Little Miss FPL, I looked at my thermometer before I streamed. It was on 31 something. I'm going to take a picture of my thermometer. Why is your living room so hot? But my upstairs is low 30s, and I don't know anyone that has a hotter inside of their house. So yeah, you're beating me there. Somerset 35. Wow. Costa del Leeds 35. 24. Went to Washington for work 25. That's all right. 25 is nice. Goa 26 is nice. Brighton 34 with a bit of cool air by the coast. Pakistan 36. Kerala, my favorite place in India. Mazraoui or Brahim Diaz, go for the upside. 32 in Sheffield, love that. 36 in Pakistan, 34 in Reading. Right, next question I wanted to ask you was, who is your captain going to be tonight? I'm assuming you own a Morocco or a Brazil player. I'm assuming most of you own Vinny. Who's your captain going to be tonight? I'm not going to do another poll yet because I want to see more voting in the current poll. But give me the name of your current captain and let's see who's most popular. Surely Rashford over Saka if you compared seasons. It's not about comparing seasons. It's about comparing who's going to start, who's going to get the minutes, how dangerous they look when they play for England. And they're both really good picks. I think both will start, and I think the minutes read is quite similar. I personally just think Saka's the better player and he gets some of the set pieces. So I'm going to say Saka. City and indoor temperature real quiz, yeah. Sabari, a lot of captain in Sabari. See, I'm looking at Hakimi. Sabari over Vinny. Hakimi, Sabari, Vinny. Sabari's definitely the most popular captain. Vinny's getting a lot of love, but as I thought, the differential here is Hakimi, which is why I'm kind of going to go there because I don't see myself sticking unless I get an outrageous score. Now, I'm quite excited about giving the armband to a Diamande or a Mane. Yeah, I fancy an attacking return or two, you know. Sabari for Hakimi, I really do. 1,700 of you watching is outrageous. The scenes on that. Thank you, guys. I know you're all liking, so thank you for doing that. I'm guessing many of you are subscribed already, but if you're not, please do consider subscribing to the channel. In terms of Alvarez versus Messi, 60% of you aren't going with an Argentine forward, which I think is madness. Honestly, they're playing Jordan. Yes, it will be a B team. Go pick an Argentina attacker. I'm not going to tell you who, but it does look like Messi is going to get 45 minutes from a journalist with over 1 million followers has said that. I think Messi is now back on my menu. I really do. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. If you haven't already, just give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. If you're wondering why you can't ask a question, you've got to be subbed to ask a question. Are you subbed to the channel? I'm just going to ask the chat now. I'm guessing it's about 80-20. But that 20%, if you all hit the subscribe button, we'd get very close to our 42,000 subscriber target, which would be ridiculously good. So thank you, guys. We've still got plenty of time left to stream today, plenty of time to answer your questions. Let's get to that. Why Diamande over Dallo? Minutes, and I think he's just a little bit more dangerous. No Harry Kane. Look, I'm between Kane or Mbappe for my final spot. As things stand, I'm thinking I go Kane and I'm thinking I go Somerville in those two spots. I have put at the bottom of the screen my sort of description as to what I'm thinking. I've also put my rank for those that are asking. I'm 45k in the world. How many points are you lot on? Give me your points total in the chat. Like, just put a number in the chat. I'm on 209. So 209 is 45k. So that's my rank. What's your rank, guys? I'm guessing a lot of you are around that 200 mark. I'm seeing a lot. I think if you're on 200, you should be very, very happy. I'd be very happy on 200. I'm buzzing with 209. Andrew's on 220. Can anyone beat Andrew? Luca's on 196, 192, 194. Yeah, it feels like the 190 to 210. No, probably the 190 to 200 is the most common. 206, 201, 209, 199, 208, same as me pretty much. Malachi's on 210. He's leapfrogged me. 223. Nesh is smashing it. 223 is top 8k. Congrats. Hang on, there's a super chat. Don't want to miss that. 224, 221. Where is it? No way. 241. Luke, that's ridiculous, mate. Freddie smashing it. 214, 27k. Thoughts on KDB versus Yamal? Who's in my team, dude? I think KDB edges it because of 90 minutes. I actually think New Zealand score, but I like KDB. He's been so close to scoring so many times. A goal is coming for him. Yamal will get 60. That's the only reason I'm not going there. I think Yamal's a great pick. Rank 191. Whoa, Joe, I saw on Twitter you're smashing it. Shows how tight it is, though, because Joe's only got 10 points on me, yet he's got 30k on me. 10 points, 30k at that rank. That's, yeah. And Joe has worked out how many managers are playing this game. So if you want to work it out as a percentage, I think Joe tweeted around 2.5 million. So you're looking at top 25k is top 1%. So Joe is in the top 1%. I always think 1%. Yeah, FPL Nightmare having a blinder. Where did he put his points? I didn't see Andrew's points. Oh, the chat's moving too fast. I didn't see Andrew's points. But I know he's like in the top 500 in the world, or was. 224 is 8.4k, yeah. 242. Wow. Wow, I'm 15k ahead of Isaac. Only 2-point gap. It's mad, isn't it? So close. Pickford should start, yeah. 187's not bad, though. That's the thing. You can make it up. Like, you only need one big captaincy haul, and it's like you catch up with all the 200 gang straight away. Think a little bit differential with some of your decisions. Like, I'm excited by owning some proper differentials. Like, no one's really going Alvarez. No one's really going Diamande. Very few are going De Bruyne. Yeah. What's the prize of doing all this? Pride, mate. I don't think there is an official prize, is there, for the FIFA game, which there really should be. FPL Nightmares on 237. Amazing. I'm 40k ahead with 9-point gap. Yeah, nice. There will be a prize for my mini league winner, though. One captaincy punt is huge. Yeah, exactly. Plan on taking a -100 if the game lets me on my test account this week. Just keep track of the total player count. Oh, is that what you're doing? You are making sure you're last place to then know how many are playing. You are doing the Lord's work, Joe. Honestly, thank you for all you're doing, mate, around this game. Like Joe's odds, by the way, I think he illustrates it so much better than any other I've seen. Notice the lead under their wildcard in game week 2. Oh, did they? Yes, we've still got wildcard in hand. Not even a stress ball. It's disappointing. Samantha says, yeah, well done, Joe. Yeah, Infantino wants to pocket it. What to do if Mane goes over... Guys, he's going to go over 5. He's gone from, what, 4.1 to 4.9 or 4.6 in an hour. Like, it's going to happen. Yeah, no spamming, please, guys. I can't answer all questions. Members are being prioritized with so many. Those that are on Super Chats, obviously, being prioritized too. That's not to say if you don't, I can't answer you. Like Alvarez Diamande, I'll answer for Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Hope you're good, mate. I'm looking at both. If I'm picking one, it's Diamande. I'm still looking at Messi, but I I'm just feeling like Alvarez for the 90 minutes seems so sensible. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. I'm not on Twitter now, but thanks for the help with my World Cup team. It's Stevie, by the way. No, it's not. The Stevie. Stevie is in my mate Stevie from Team North that I miss dearly on Twitter. Stevie, you're an absolute ledge. I miss you very much. I hope you're well. How are the dogs? How's your daughter? Is she still playing football? Let us know, Stevie. Stevie lives up north near Manchester, and I reckon it is Stevie because he's got United FPL 9298. Stevie in the house. Honestly, you won't meet a nicer person than Stevie. When you meet someone that's just got an absolute heart of gold, like he'd give you the jumper off his back, right? Like Stevie is just that guy. And I've only met him a few times, but I just got such warm vibes when you meet someone from Twitter in real life and you're like, yeah, you're the best. So you are, mate. I hope you're well. And I'm sorry I've not been in touch. You should have been in touch with me too, though. So let's WhatsApp. Norway will play ball versus France. I'm not sure Panama will do the same for Kane. I prefer Mbappe. Yeah, because you think it's going to be an open game. I think Norway can keep it tight. I've watched Norway smash Italy and keep it tight. It's game state dependent. France get an early goal, it's an open game. At 0-0, it's not. Versus England, Panama, England score early, it's probably an open game. England don't score early, and it's going to be like it was against Ghana. So, yeah, it's hard to know. My rank is your league is the only one worthy. Oh, very nice, mate. Nobody considering Salah. I think he's great. Rubber Ducky's in the house. Shout out to Joe. Picking on Somerville. He's great, and I think I could go with Somerville, that question mark. Madrid willing to pay 150 for Alvarez. That is a lot. Just to understand lots of questions, not just you. Yeah, exactly that. Dear Matt, thank you very much, Jay, for managing people's expectations. I appreciate you doing everything you're doing in today's chat. It's not hard modding. It can't be hard. It must be hard modding today. We're not used to the chat, guys, being so buzzy. I must admit, I'm touched to have so many watching me. But if you fancy watching me for FPL deadline streams, I would love that. I'm a very small fish in a very big pond. So when it comes to FPL deadlines, as you can imagine, not many. I have a couple of hundred watching me live. To have 1,700 is a game changer for me and this channel, which is why I care so much about doing a 3-hour stream, why I care about making sure I'm answering lots of questions, why I care about asking you if you're liked and subbed, because I can use this as a great opportunity. I'm going to be very honest with you, for my channel to grow. And I would love you to help me grow the channel by hitting that subscribe button today. If you've had any bit of advice from me or you've liked anything I've said, hit it. 179, you're not bad at all with that. Typing caps won't get you answered. Exactly that. I'm struggling to get through all of them. Why Diamande over Sarr? Yes, Sarr's good, but I've covered Senegal with Mane. And I think, again, you look at the goal scoring odds. Look at Ivory Coast, 2.76 versus Senegal, 2.58. I actually think it should even be a bigger gap than that. I fancy Ivory Coast to outscore Senegal, and therefore I'm going Diamande. But yeah, good question. They're both good picks. Sarr's just braced. I get it. Sarr's not a bad pick at all. Mane versus De Bruyne. I'm going both. If I was picking one, I'd probably edge De Bruyne. Leader use Wildcard. I love that. We can still catch him, guys. Please don't spam the chat. Thank you, Squirrel, for modding as you do. So many good questions, guys. Thank you for doing that. Guys, we got to 40,000 on my first deadline stream ahead of match day 1. Then ahead of match day 2, we got to 41,000 subs. So we keep hitting these amazing thresholds on deadline streams. It's pretty ambitious to consider that we could get to 42k on this stream. We need another 400 subscribers, but it's possible. So yeah, it's possible, guys. So thank you. Right, where are we? Doku just became the father boost. Don't hate it. You know if he scores or that. Does he do this that or that if he scores? What celebration? Justin, thank you very much, mate. Marmoush is a great pick. He's the number 9 for Egypt. Remember that. Saka's a great pick as well. Saka is someone I'm considering for that midfield spot. Mazraoui likely to go over 5%. Maybe. Joe, will you keep us posted with all of the percentage changes? Players that could hit the threshold would be really useful from you, Joe. If you could put that in the chat. And Nciso's such a good player. Australia were good match day 1, though. I think that's quite a tight game. Mbappe or Alvarez? Honestly, I think Alvarez. I am shocked 60% of you are not picking an Argentina forward. I'm going to do it. I'm going Alvarez over Messi, I think. I think Messi will get the 45 or the 60. I think Alvarez will get a lot more than that. Opinions on Korea or Senegal keepers? Yeah, they're fine. Both are fine. Anyone on a weight loss journey, check out the Optimum Day and Night. Yeah, the code. Good point. Let me put it in the bottom right. It's 70% off, and it is, honestly, you look at their Trustpilot and you're like, yeah, they're doing something right. 4.7 rating. I'll stick on the bottom for a little bit. What's everyone's goalkeeper situation? Got Fofana or Bruggen, but not satisfied with that. What are the other options? Oh, the Senegal keeper is cheap. The Egyptian keeper is 3.5 million. Good clean sheet odds there. If you're looking at the best 2 teams to keep a clean sheet, though, Netherlands and Senegal just about edge it. Sorry, Ivory Coast and Netherlands just about edge it. But you could go to Martinez, you could go to Courtois. If money's not an issue, that is. Money's not an issue for me. Yamal's going to get 60 minutes, and he's a really good option at 60 minutes. He's had a 20. He's had a 45. You bet your bottom dollar he gets 60. And that could be a very open game. Uruguay, we know what Marcelo Bielsa teams do. They come and they play. You've got a chance against the Marcelo Bielsa team. They'll always concede shots, Marcelo Bielsa teams. The Bosnia keeper's 3.5 as well. -5 hit for Kane. Should only be a -3, dude. And Bolo's good. KDB or... Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Kevin De Bruyne or Somerville. De Bruyne for me. I'm not looking at David or Dzeko, but they're both good. Doesn't mean I think they're bad picks, though. Please remember that, guys. When we talk about, like, I get a lot of, why don't you like Salah? Because Salah's not on my team. And I'm like, no, I really like Salah, but you can only have 5 midfielders. If I could have 10, Salah would be in. Nesh with another question. Thank you, Nesh, for becoming a member. Are you locked with your keepers? They're cruising towards 5. All right. Let me have a little refresh and look at their odds, their percentage ownerships. Because I'm not happy with goalkeepers going over 5. Someone like a Mane, I'm like, fine. Fofana is at 4.6 still. I think he should be all right. Verbruggen is at 4.2. I think we're all right on them. Let's keep an eye on that. But yeah, if they creep over, then I'm willing to change. Budget's not an issue for me. So I would look at a Courtois. I would look at a Martinez. I'd look at the Senegal goalkeeper as well. Possibly the Morocco keeper as well, you know. Why Conan, not Doué? It's very little in it, mate. Doué's the right back. Conan's the left back. I need to do some research on Doué. I don't know much about him. Doué, Ivory Coast. Where does he play? Who does he play for? Strasbourg. (6'1", 3 goals in 56, 3 goals in 22 versus Conan. Let's have a look at Conan. Plays in the Ivory Coast. 56 caps, he's never scored. Maybe I do go Doué, you know. Might go Doué. Doué's going to play because Singo is injured. There's a hamstring. So Doué at 3.4. Yeah, maybe we put Doué in. I might go Doué. Just because he's a little bit more attacking. But yeah, I don't think... New member, Nick joined. Mate, thank you very much, Nick. If you've got a question, Jay, if you can make sure I don't miss it. Mane's gone up, guys. He's at 5.2. I might put Doué in. Nick, if you've got a question, let us know. Fofana ownership's gone to 4.9. That might change. Okay. 4.9 is a bit of a concern, isn't it? I'm going to take the question mark off Alvarez. I'm going Alvarez. I'm going to put a new version of my team up on screen now. I just don't want you guys seeing a team that I don't go with. So let's put that up. I've taken the question mark off Alvarez. I've taken the padlock off the goalkeeper, Fofana, because if he's at 4.9 now, I think he's going to creep up, isn't he? That's really annoying. I was set on Fofana. Really set on Fofana. I wanted double Ivory Coast defence. Now it means I'm not on the triple up. So he's at 4.9 and Verbruggen is at 4.4. So Verbruggen's gone from 4.2 to 4.4. Ouch. There is every chance. Do you know what? I could take Fofana out and then put him in the last minute and see if that affects the ownership. You lot watching right now would know, but no one else joining would. Feels a little bit. Courtois. Can Courtois keep New Zealand? I just think New Zealand score. I've thought since day one. I've thought since day one that they won't keep a clean sheet, Belgium. So your other big options, I mean, you could go to Pickford. Might just go to Pickford, you know. I think Pickford is under. I don't rate Pickford at all, by the way. But I rate the England defence. I'm going to sell Fofana and go Pickford. Oh, he's 15% owned. Okay, I didn't realise he was high. Wow. Okay. I would like a scouting bonus goalkeeper, please. Or do I just bank the Pickford points and forget about scouting bonus? I've done that with O'Reilly. Your other options for clean sheets in terms of what we think. You go to Emi Martinez, although I don't even know if he starts. They could go complete B team. Morocco goalkeeper. Haiti don't score, do they? Senegal goalkeeper. I don't love Senegal. I've already got. I don't have a Senegal defender, do I? Senegal goalkeeper. Let's have a look at the ownership. Okay, so Senegal goalkeeper. I just want a scouting bonus goalkeeper. Oh, it's Mendy. Of course it is. 1.4% owned versus Iraq. Could work. Could work that. Should we go Mendy? Let's revisit it. I do think... Oh, he did get hurt, though, didn't he? I don't think he's injured, though. He did get hurt. He's probably a risk. Is he out, though? Is there anything on Mendy being out? Yeah. It's too risky. Not sure if he'll be back, and we're probably not going to find out. Oh, where else do we look, then? I don't want Pickford. I don't think. Courtois. What's Courtois' ownership? I do think New Zealand score, though. Courtois' ownership. All right, let's play a game. Guess Courtois' ownership. Come on, because I've got no idea. I'm going to guess. Put a percentage in the chat. I'm going to say Courtois, because he's so well known and he plays Real Madrid. I'm going to say he's not in the 5%. I'm going to say he's 7. No, I'm going to say 6%. What do you reckon, guys? What is his ownership? Courtois' ownership. I'm going to look now. You're guessing 8, 13, 7, 11. I swear every stream just comes down to goalkeepers. 11. Okay, you guys are way more accurate than me. I said 6 or 7, didn't I? Courtois' ownership is 12.5. People just pick the keepers that they've heard of, didn't they? All right. Brazil goalkeeper, Addison's going to be too high. Senegal keeper will come in under. Do Iraq score? I mean, they shouldn't. Iraq shouldn't score. But what if Mendy does play? What if Mendy makes it back? Mendy will be... Okay, no, he'll be unavailable. Oh, okay. He's definitely out. He's definitely out, according to a big Senegalese football account. 73,000 followers. He'll be unavailable next game. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Ooh. So why don't we just go for Diao? Could just go Diao. Diao is 3.8 million. He came on, so we know he's going to be the first choice with Mendy not around. He's 3.8 million. Quite like Diao as an option. He's going to get scouting bonus. He's 0.3% owned. No matter how many people are watching my deadline stream, I don't think we can affect the... I don't think, he's 0.3% owned. We're not going to affect his ownership on this channel, are we? Guys, who are your two goalkeepers? Let us know in the chat. Just drop some names in. Curious to see who your keepers are, guys. Because, yeah, it looks like the Ivory Coast keeper is going to tick up. And if the Ivory Coast keeper ticks up, then he's going to... I just think we want scouting bonus from our goalkeeper. I think there's very little between it. Probably just chase the guy that's going to get scouting bonus. Gets it. Pickford doesn't. Quad doesn't. Allison doesn't. They've all got really similar odds. So, guys, I'm going to say... Yeah, Mendy is out. Yeah, you could to Egypt. Egypt clean sheet versus Senegal clean sheet. Hey, what about Morocco? What about Morocco? Is it Bonu? Is it Bonu? Bunu. Oh, he's 6.7% owned. Yeah. Moroccans, there's a lot of them playing, isn't there? A lot of them playing this game. Hosting the next World Cup. Alongside Spain and Portugal. And Uruguay. And I think one of the other South American countries have got a game, Chile or something. Thank you guys for all the questions. Should we do some quick fires? I don't know how injured Bono is, though. Bosnia against Qatar, yeah. Diao starts, 100% not Mendy. Yeah, it is Diao. Yeah, he is defo out. Thank you, guys. I'm just catching up with the chat. Yeah, I Googled it to see it, and I was like, yeah, wow, Mendy's out. Mane's now 5.2, guys. I'm still keeping him. That doesn't change anything for me. We're keeping Mane. Fofana and Pickford. So you're not chasing the scouting bonus. I hope Verbruggen stays under 5. That would really annoy me if he doesn't. So look, the padlock has come off for Fofana and Conan. That could be Doué and it could be, well, keeper, I'm not sure. I'm thinking at the moment, I'm like, let's just wait until half an hour before the deadline and then see what we're at with ownership. Diamande over Gakpo, I just prefer him. Just prefer him. I think the upside's massive for Diamande. I think Diamande is a sleeper pick. I'm surprised more haven't gone there. I think he's such a live wire. I think this is the game he could really step up in. And we saw in Matchday 1 look amazing. Didn't have the output. But Curaçao are just so there for the taking. Look at the chances Curaçao have conceded. They conceded 7 goals to Germany, obviously. Let's do it. Have a bit of fun with it. Diamande couldn't be more of a fun pick. Yeah, you go Gakpo as well. Will Danilo start? I think so. Yeah, he did last game and they did all right. He inverted it right back. Danilo's a good pick. Goalkeeper. And why is it always the goalkeepers? Yeah, a shower will start if you fancy Mexico tonight. Get your questions in the chat, guys. Verbruggen, yeah, not a bad combo there. Verbruggen's a great pick. Like, surely Netherlands. Tunisia have been so bad. So I've got another Ivory Coast spot if I want it. Frank Kessie's a real tempter, but it looks like it will just be double Ivory Coast for me then, which is a shame. Not central enough for me. He does prefer the wide runs. Here's the average position map. This is why I prefer him to Ahmad, though. Who do you prefer there? Diamande or Ahmad? Shame they're both listed as forward. Korean keeper's an option, I guess. KDB or Mane? I'm going to say KDB just. I've got both. Got loads of money, guys, in the bank. I've currently got 4.6 million. Guys, on Wildcard, yeah, question for you. How much money do you have in the bank on your Wildcard team? Because, you know, I'm not going with loads of premiums. I've got 4.6 in the bank. You know, I'm picking Diamande over Messi. How much money do you have in the bank, guys? I've got 4.6. Should that worry me? I don't think it does. 7 mil, 0.5, 1.7. Yeah, see, we're very different. 15, 2.5, 6.5. Yeah, so a lot like me have got around that 5 million in the bank. And then a lot are running it really close. 3.9, 2.7. That's really good to see. Thank you all for sharing this. I'm maxed out, says Justin. 0.00 is tight. If you're looking to save a little bit, someone like an Agbadu over a Conan is 0.1 saved. 10 million. Yeah, I think we need to forget about it. Like, we associate spending with better players, right? And if you've got money in the bank, are you maximizing it for your team? I'm going to say don't worry about money this game week. Like, this game week, if you're pricing per game week, Mane and De Bruyne would be 10 million players. But they're not because their teams aren't elite. But given the matchups this week, they are elite. Diamande would never be 6 million. It'd be 8, 9. So probably ignore prices this week. You're rich, B. 210. Egypt keeper's fine. 3.5. I've had him in game week 1 and 2 team. Can you show the Dutch pass map? Probably. Let me have a look. I've got... When did they play? I get sent them every morning. Here we go. I'm taking requests for pass maps. There we go. This is all from Between the Posts, by the way. So shout out Between the Posts. They send them to me and I want to plug them because they're amazing. And it's honestly, it's the best couple of quid I spend each month is on Between the Posts. I love all their stuff. It's the XG plots, the pass maps. So if you want to check it out, it's just betweentheposts.net, I think it is. So look, this was match day 2 against Sweden. And the Daniel Marlon position, he came off for Somerville at half-time. And Somerville played the same role. Oh, latest projections. Thanks, Joe. Might have to grab that if you've done a... Have you done a chart? I'm guessing not, actually. It's too close to deadline for you to bother. But that's good to know. 3.3. Yeah, they've realised England aren't rotating because they dropped points. And they're fancying the Netherlands more and more because Brian Bobby was past fit. I don't know what changed there for the Netherlands. Japan pass map. Let me see if I've got that. Yeah, because you've asked so much. Sorry, dude. Japan pass map. Here we go. From match day 2. Oops. Japan pass map is incoming. Look at you guys just getting it all on request, huh? You have to pay for Between the Posts, don't you know? I hope they're happy with me sharing them quite as freely as this. They'll be like, can you ask your chat to please subscribe to Between the Posts? But yeah, there you go. Bowen's listed as a defender, isn't he? Look at that. Yeah, Bobby's a great pick. I don't think you're getting 90 from him. Like, subscribe, reminder. Yes, thank you, Jay. I forget. We should say it at least once every half an hour, shouldn't we? Guys, I never have this amount of people watching me live. Honestly, the World Cup Fantasy, I've loved doing every minute of it, and I had no idea I was going to get this sort of volume. I would be doing these videos regardless because I think the World Cup is, and international football is the absolute pinnacle, right? For me, it's always been the World Cup, the Euros. I am more an international football fan than a league or domestic football fan. It's the pinnacle, and it breaks my heart that my team aren't there. But I'm doing this content because I love doing it. When I saw that I was the most watched deadline stream on Matchday 1, I was like, oh my God, guys, why are you all watching me? And I know why you're watching me, because a lot of the big YouTubers, they're not doing World Cup content, which I'm grateful for. They're having a nice holiday, whilst I'm not, because I now get the opportunity to have some of their audience. And the YouTube algorithm is backing me. And it's awesome that it's backing me. To make the most of that, I would love you to like and subscribe, and to make the most of having this shop window to subscribe to the channel, because I've got so much more planned. I'm going to have guest interviews. I'm going to have daily videos during the World Cup. It's all the good visual stuff as well. I do a whole show on past maps and XG plots, right? It's called the Sunday Debrief. If you haven't seen it, I do it in the Premier League as well. FPL, so much content planned for pre-season. So if you haven't, and I know loads of you will be like, stop talking about it, dude. But if you haven't subscribed, do consider it. Because by subscribing, you control the YouTube algorithm. Rather than letting the YouTube algorithm control you, it will show you my videos and stuff you're interested in, rather than a video you've got no interest in that it wants you to watch. So thank you for liking and subscribing. And I know that's just turned loads of you off, but that's okay. Right. Come on then. Where to? Let's do some quick fire questions. Let's do it. You're very welcome, guys. Algeria part. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm going to stop on the past maps just because I do a show on past maps. So come and watch that show. It's called the Debrief, or the Sunday Debrief, for the World Cup Debrief. No way. As former Sharnbrook School, who is? I used to go to Sharnbrook School. Who is CL4RKZ? Clarks. Who's Clarks? Let me know your real name. Were you in my year? Or my sister's year, or would I know who you are? But yeah, if you've got a question, let me know. I can't see your question though. The chat's moving way too fast. But Clarks, you can let me know. That's not the only reason you're being watched, G. I don't know. I think it's the main reason. The YouTube algorithm's working for me, and it's working for me because, well, the big boys aren't doing, not all, I mean, some of them are, but not all of them are doing content. Glad you're getting so much exposure this tournament, G. You're the best FPL creator as well. That's very kind of you to say, Daniel. I'm not sure I am, but thank you. Yamal or an English mid? I'd go English mid because of the minutes. I don't think Yamal's... Turn off in-stream adverts. I think it's set just to normal, though. You can accelerate it on YouTube to be like aggressive advertising. I've definitely not got that button on. So if you are getting ads, I can only apologize. But yeah, it's my job, so I need that little bit of ad revenue I do get from it, although it's modest. I don't have it set to aggressive ads, I can promise you that. Why do you not support England as well as Italy? Because it'd be like, why would you support Man United and Liverpool? You can only support one, right? My mum supports Man United, but my dad supports Liverpool. You support one of them, you choose one. I chose the team my dad chose. I watched football with my dad growing up, and England were the opposition. Not going to say enemy, I'm going to say opposition, but they were the opposition. I think Doku does start. Yep, Mane's over 5. Too many efforts by. Each to their own. And if you don't ask, you tend not to get. So I have to ask. Right. Where were we? Somerville starting, I think so. I really do think so. Kane or Mbappe, if you can only pick one, who are you picking? Who should Gianni pick? Let's do Kane, Mbappe, or Messi, shall we? Pick one this game week. We'll do a poll. Kane. Mbappe. If you can only have one this game week, where are you going? Where are you going? Add all three. Too late. I'm going to need a wee soon, aren't I? I'm going to need a wee soon, aren't I? Nico Paz or Mane? Look, I've gone Mane. If you told me Nico Paz was definitely starting, boy, would I be there. I'm such a fanboy. But yeah, I'm going Alvarez. Just think Alvarez is nailed, fairly close to nailed to start. There's been not much chat of Barco. If he was listed as a defender, that'd be good, wouldn't it? He's listed as a midfielder, which is a shame. 0.2% though. How is Alvarez not getting me scouting bonus? He's not first choice. He's bloody like 12% or something. So far, winning in the poll is Kane. I think I'm going to go Kane over Mbappe, you know, and I think I'm going to go Somerville, and that leaves me with like 5 million in the bank, and that shouldn't bother me, but I worry that it does. But God, I've been sat down a lot today. I did a 5-hour drive. Sorry, a 3 and a 2. 5 hours collectively in this heat. I was on Sky this morning, which was awesome. And now I'm sat down. I wish I could stand, but I'm in my pants, so I probably shouldn't. It's so hot in England, by the way. That's why I'm in my pants. Yamal or Bellingham? I'd probably go Yamal. I know he's only going to get 60, but I just feel like Bellingham might get an early sub 2. Trossard with bonus points for De Bruyne, scouting bonus, Nesh. No, I'd still go De Bruyne. Jenny, please can you hide for Fana so ownership doesn't increase? I think it's too late, dude. I think it's too late. I think it's inevitable. No matter what I do now, he's going up. What I would say, though, there is a Senegal keeper who will play instead of Mendy called Maury Diaw, D-I-A-W. I'm not going to show him, but he's currently nailed for scouting bonus. He's like 0.4 or something. I might end up going there, and if I do, I'll show you. Not Lautaro over Alvarez. Look, Lautaro's first choice, but Argentina have qualified top. There is no need to play Lautaro. I think Alvarez gets the nod. And I think Messi and Lautaro could get half each, or even Paz and Messi. But I think Alvarez gets the start. It's a huge risk going Alvarez. I just feel like he gets it. But he's not a lock, Alvarez. I just want to go. I just want an Argentina forward. I think it's mad not to cover them. Like when we look at the goal scoring odds, I feel like Argentina, they're criminally underlooked. Would you go Mbappe over Messi? Yeah. I could go Mbappe over an Argentina forward. That's an option. I could just bun off Alvarez. Do I go Alvarez or... I'm going to go Kane. Do you know, I might show you a different version of my team. I might do those subs as requested. Let me just do it now. I'm going to put Somerville in. I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put Kane in. Yeah, we're going to go Kane. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm still unsure about Alvarez, guys, but I'm going to put Diaw in goal. Now, Diaw currently, his ownership is 0.3%. When does he play? Before or after Verbruggen? Oh, same night as Verbruggen. Oh, that's annoying. At different times, but when does Verbruggen play? Oh, no. Hang on. Netherlands, where are you? When do the Netherlands play? Yeah, midnight. And Senegal play the next day at 8, so it's not the same day. Same date, not the same day. I'm going to show you a different version of my team, guys. This is where I'm at, because I feel like I've made my decision on Kane now. It's inevitable. He scores. It's Harry Kane. He's going to score. This is Panama. I'm going Kane over Mbappe. I still have the opportunity to go Mbappe, though. Right. Let's just screen grab it. Bear with me a second, guys. Won't be long. Okay. Let's do that. Just showing you a new version of my team, because I think Fofana's ownership's it's inevitable now. He goes over 5%. That turns me off him. I want a goalkeeper with scouting bonus. I want that ceiling. That's an extra 2 points. And there's very little between, say, a Senegal clean sheet and a Ivory Coast clean sheet. And I've already got, it's spreading. I don't have a Senegal defender. I have an Ivory Coast defender. So it spreads the risk a little bit, you could say. So, yeah. The big question mark I've still got, though, is Alvarez. Really is. Alvarez is a massive headache for me at the moment. Just put a question mark on him. Let's put that there. Alvarez. Reason Alvarez is a headache is just his minutes aren't nailed, and I now don't have Mbappe in my team. Mbappe, and I always planned to have Mbappe. I'm going to ask you guys what you would do with the spot. Money's not an issue. I wanted Mbappe or Elise. I thought I'd just cover them, but that Norway game could be so tight. But the more I watch Mbappe, I'm like, this is Mbappe's World Cup. Like when he wants it, he's unbeatable. Like, yeah, he's frighteningly good, and he's had a bad season, and he's really turned it on. Mbappe really turned it on this World Cup. Like, if you're watching Mbappe, you're like, he could have had so many goals against Iraq. And I know it was against Iraq, and Norway are going to be good, but France might just turn it on because they can. This is what I'm thinking. Let's make my team a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. So you can see it in its entirety, or full screen. Right, that's where I'm at. Just changing the ticker as well. I'm going Kane. I'm going Somerville. Decision made. I don't know if I'm going Alvarez, though. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I've had my eyes off the chat for a minute or two there. Don't want to miss the super chat. Thank you very much. I went Mbappe and Holland both. What do you think? I guess you mean Haaland. Yeah, they're in the same fixture. So you're just praying for a really open football match that's end-to-end. And it could be. I sense that it won't be that. I personally don't love Haaland and Mbappe. I would pick one. I'd pick Mbappe. Haaland's great though. Just to tell someone not to pick Haaland seems silly because he's inevitable. Mbappe and Kane, too good not to choose. Yeah, maybe. I'm having Elise and Mbappe. Are you, Freddie? Norway are so good though. Don't underestimate Norway. But yeah, I get it. I completely get it. So Gianni now has a ton of money, especially because I've made that goalkeeper transfer for Diao. Now Diao, guys, the ownership is very low. Who plays first, Diao or the Dutch keeper? Oh, the Dutch keeper actually plays first. Yeah, they play at midnight and then Diao. So I'd have to change the order there, but fine. Let's keep an eye on Verbruggen. He's gone from 4.1, I think, to 4.4. I hope he stays under 5. Remember, ownership is important. Neymar's not going to play more than... I think he'll get 30. Could get 60, but I think a 30. Rashford or Paz? I'm going to say Rashford, but if you told me Paz was starting, I'd say Paz. Get Mbappe for Alvarez. I really want to cover the Argentina attack. Why are they so low for projected goals? I mean, France are way lower. I just can't guarantee Alvarez plays, and I know Mbappe does. O'Reilly versus Otamendi. O'Reilly upside. Yeah, Robbie's great. I think he's an awesome pick. I think he'll start, and I think he's got a good chance of scoring goals. But you won't get 90, but that's fine. If I keep drinking, I'm going to need a wee. Somerville versus Gakpo. See my team. Final decision, Rashford or Bellingham. I'm going to say Rashford. Because he's not had the minutes and they might use it as an opportunity to give Bellingham a rest. If they're cruising. I think they both start. Somerville versus Gakpo. See my team. So difficult, guys. Honestly, if we could have 5 forwards and 3 midfielders, I think we're all taking that. If you were offered that, I can give you 5 forwards, same budget, 3 midfielders. You go, yeah. Honestly, I've really struggled with the forwards. I want Robbie. I want Messi. I want Mbappe. So many. I kind of want Nicholas Jackson. I know that sounds mad. Messi or Alvarez, in my opinion, I don't know. Let's do a poll. All right, pick one for me. My final question mark. Pick one. I know what you were going to say, though. It's not what I want to hear. Yeah. You're right. And part of the reason, Jay, is FPL lists our forwards as if you play down the middle, you're a striker, you're a forward. If you play as a wide forward, Mo Salah, Raheem Sterling, you're a midfielder. If you play wide, you're a midfielder. And in this game, if you play wide, like Diamande or Amad Diallo or Gakpo, you're listed as a forward a lot of the time. In some instances, Mane, Vinny Jr., Somerville listed as a midfielder. I really don't know how they've worked that out. I really think they balls that up. I get they wanted more forwards in the game, but to just go, we're going to put Amad Diallo as a forward, but Sadio Mane and Mo Salah as midfielders. Like, what? Yamal, midfielder Yamal, but Amad's a forward apparently. Show me the Ivory Coast average position map right now, Gianni. Sorry. How is Ahmad a forward? He's a winger. He's a wide man in a 4-3-3. Yet Cody Gakpo is also a forward, apparently. Yeah. Not happy with that. I don't know if Verbruggen stays under. He's getting a lot of volume, but I think he's got a chance yet. Brobby versus Gakpo. I think I'd go Brobby, you know. By far the best fantasy football podcast. Oh, very kind of you, mate. Salah hasn't been playing on the Winfrey. Yeah, he has. He's been slightly more central, though, admittedly. I showed his average position map on my Sunday debrief. If Salah was this as a mid, it'd be straight in. Yeah, me too. It's a valuable forward spot. And opposite side to Salah is Mane. And Mane's a mid and Sar's a forward. Are we sure Bobby isn't injured? Look, it's reported that he trained on Monday. He had a hamstring tweak, but he trained on Monday. O'Reilly. Walter Marder's a very crazy punt. Just go Undav if you want a German forward that's a bit of a punt. Wow, the Scottish fans are taking over Miami. Bagpipes on Miami Beach, pool parties, going to baseball games. Just looking at some of the drone footage over Miami, they are there in numbers. And it will feel like a 12th man, but also Brazil travels so well as well. So, yeah, that's going to be mad. Yeah, pretty cool. The Scots in Miami for a World Cup. As soon as the draw came out, we saw the stadiums and locations, and it was like Scotland play Brazil in Miami. Very cool. Guys, thank you all for your questions. Do I go Messi? Do I go Mbappe? The Bosnia keeper, by the way. Do we fancy Bosnia for a clean sheet? I think we should. Like Qatar are pants, aren't they? It's going to be interesting though, because Bosnia aren't used to just attacking and having fun and being expressive. Dest hit 5%. Yeah, my boy. No Arthur Bow. You can't have them all. Score round 1 and 2 is at the bottom of the screen. 209 points, which we did about an hour ago. I asked you guys what points you got in round 1 and 2, and I think around average in the chat is about 190 to maybe 195. Fair play to everyone that got 200 club. I feel like is a really good rank. If you're at the 200 club, well played. So I'm buzzing at 45k and 209. Yeah, the Bosnia team's been announced. Vasil plays and he gets you scouting bonus. If you're looking for a cheap goalkeeper, he is an option. Undav and Gakpo are great. Olmo or Sar. Wow, someone not on Wildcard. Sar 12 man. De Kuyper was amazing. I'll agree with that. I'd go Kessie. Manzambi is getting a lot of love. I get it. Can't have them all though, right? Switzerland are good. Switzerland are good. He's got 5 goals in 14 for Switzerland. The early kickoffs, by the way, Switzerland, Canada. It's a tough game to call. I think Switzerland probably win, but why Douay over Kone? Have I missed something? Who's Kone? Douay's going to play right back instead of Singo. Why no Messi Gakpo? You can only have 3 goalkeepers, 3 forwards. So, in answer to my poll, I've not looked at the outcome, but I know what it's going to be. My final dilemma is Mbappe, it's Kane, or it's Messi. Sorry. It's Messi, it's Mbappe, or it's Alvarez. I really want to cover the Argentina attack, guys. It's so annoying that I've not done that. And you're all going to tell me Mbappe, I know you are. Conan's great, but I just noticed, I looked at his stats, he's got 50 games, 0 goals. Douay's got 23 games, 3 goals-ish for the Ivory Coast. And I've just gone for slightly bigger goal threat. Both will start. You're going to say Mbappe, aren't you? So let's have a look. How have you voted? 64%. Christ. No one wants Alvarez. Ooh, sometimes, though, it's okay to disagree with the chat. Right, Janny? That is a me pick. Do you know what? Last deadline stream, I'm not blaming the chat for anything here. I take full responsibility for my own decision making. But I asked you guys, should I take a -3 for Vit out, Saibari in? And most of you said keep Vit. And I was happy with my decision. And I look back and I'm okay with it. But Nikki did say, Saibari hit is a you pick, Janny. You've gone on about Saibari all week. So, Vit's blanked. Saibari got, 11, 12 pointer? Cost me like 8, 9 points. 7, 8 points. I didn't go for the out there pick. And the out there pick, Alvarez over Mbappe seems mad. Don't even know if he's going to start. Could be Lautaro and Messi. It's not going to be though, is it? Thing is, Alvarez, I know, doesn't get 90, regardless. Messi is going to get some minutes. We know he's going to start. Maybe I'll just go Messi. This is what's been said. The reason Messi's going to get some game time, it's 10 days without a game. Momentum is important. Also, he's chasing stuff. But if Argentina do reach the knockouts, it's 5 games in 17. How does it affect my captaincy on that day? Let's have a look. I mean, Messi's late on. He's you get out a free jail card with captaincy. Mbappe, yes, he's the last game. No, yeah. But am I bringing Messi off the bench to play Jordan at 3 a.m? I'll have to set an alarm for 2. See team news. To be fair, that's fine. I'm up at that time, usually. What time am I usually up? I'm usually up around midnight for an hour or 11 for an hour till midnight. And then I'm up. He usually wakes between 3 and 4. So actually, 2 to 3, I'm usually asleep. So it's Messi or Alvarez versus Mbappe, who plays much earlier, gives me a captaincy option. To be fair, plays when Mane plays. So if I don't go Mbappe, I get an extra captain. If I don't go Mbappe, I get an extra captain. Maybe that's the 50-50 thing that swings it. Don't know. I'm not feeling comfortable on this decision at all. This morning, my team had Mbappe in it. And as soon as I saw England had lost, I was like, oh man, I have to pick Kane. Have to pick Kane. And I'm happy with Kane, but it meant taking Mbappe out. And I was like, oh, if I'm taking Mbappe out, I can go Elise. I'll cover Mbappe with Elise. But that means no Holland attacker, and I've gone Somerville, and I'm happy with Somerville. Messi or Gakpo? Messi. I literally gave up, Rosie, in an hour. Oh no, did you ask a question load? Sorry, Void, I can't answer them all. England lost. Yes, they did. O'Reilly over De Kuyper. Yeah, just about. I think De Kuyper's a great pick. I just don't know who I picked De Kuyper instead of. There is an option here that I go Pickford and no O'Reilly, but then put De Kuyper in. No, I've got to go O'Reilly. The upside, they're two of the best upside defenders. I think New Zealand are low-key quite good. That's the thing. I don't really feel comfortable with double Belgium, and I've already got De Bruyne, and I'm set on De Bruyne. Diouf's good, but he did get hooked early last game. Ismail Assar's great. Lister's a forward, though. Oh, they didn't lose. Okay, yeah, they drew. Fine, they lost points. De Kuyper over Otamendi. Guys, I'm not going without Argentina. Defense. They're playing Jordan. I think De Kuyper will concede. I think Chris Wood and co, New Zealand will lump it and they'll score a set piece goal. I think New Zealand score. That's why I've not got De Kuyper. I think De Kuyper's got a great chance of an attacking return. Pick one. I hate it when I get questions like pick one of these three and I've got one in my team and I don't have the other two. I'm not going to answer that because I've got one in my team and not the other two. I've already picked. The proof is in, like, save yourself a question and just see my team. Sorry to have a go, but it's on screen. Diamande. And I've done so many videos describing why all week. Kevin replacement. They are, but De Bruyne has been so close so often. I'm going there. Reminder, Verbruggen plays before Diao, so change them now just in case. Thanks, Paul. I've actually changed them, but I've just screen grabbed my team, so you're seeing it before the change, and I didn't want to re-screen grab. De Kuyper over up to Mendy. I feel like I want to go Otamendi. When will I like my team? I don't know. I need to decide. On this striker. You guys haven't helped. With Mbappe. Let's see what the WhatsApp chat is saying. Many of them are watching, but I've. Good luck, Justin. Guess he's great. I'm going to keep with Mane. Guys, is Mane in your team? Should we do a poll? Mane's gone over 5%, by the way, guys. So just FYI on that. Start a poll. Just going to check his ownership. I think it did just creep over, didn't it? In the last hour. Yeah, he's 5.2. And not getting scouting bonus. Will he being a Matchday 3 team? I'm sticking with him. I'm pretty set on Mane. Yeah, I'm pretty set on Mane. Oh, Nico Pazdo, if you told me he was starting, that could be my entry for Argentina. They're going Messi. Paz is 1% owned, and he's such a baller. Just don't know if he's going to start. He didn't come off the bench match day 2. People underestimate Iraq. Do they? They're not very good. I think they underestimate Iran. That's why I've not got Mo Salah. Is it insane to pick players from Korea? No. Korea are good, and I think they score. Something like a Sonny could, this could be his last ever game in a World Cup. Like, when's the deadline? 8 p.m. We've got an hour till deadline, guys. We're going to see in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I think 4 minutes past, any changes on ownership. Surely Paz does start, but the fact he didn't get off the bench and he did have an injury going into the World Cup, I'm not sure he's fit. Didn't get off the bench in match day 2. He put players like Nico Gonzalez on, but didn't put Paz on. So, yeah, again, I just worry that it's just too risky. But because they've qualified, and again, the leak that we've seen on Argentina, I'll put it up again, they are going to rotate. Scaloni's going to use this to test other players. That's why I like Alvarez, because I'm just like, you have to play Alvarez then, because Lautaro has been the first choice. I feel like he has to play Alvarez. In terms of other forwards he could play, I think Lopez is in the squad, but are you? Wow, Freddie, come on. That means, I mean, that's because you're with me though, Freddie. When I say it's mad that we're not picking Argentina attackers, like I'll ask in the chat, are you going to own an Argentina attacker versus Jordan? And it's mad that it's going to be more than 50% saying no. They're playing Jordan. They're the best team in the world. Argentina. Real Mane being a match day 3 team, 5.2% owned and not getting scouting bonus. That's a 50-50 vote. We'll leave that on screen for a little bit longer, guys. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I reckon that was way higher than 50%, wasn't it? And now you've been put off, and I understand it. Scouting bonus is important. I get it. Completely get it. I can't believe 1,800 of you are watching. Thank you, team. Awesome to have you. I'll try and do some quick fire questions. Let's do that. I know I'm flagging a little bit, but I'm here to answer your questions. So let's do it. Let's do quick fire. The shorter questions more likely to get answered. The super chats more likely, well, the channel members and super chats obviously get priority, but I'm going to get through as many as I can. I'm out of water now. Probably a good thing, or I'll be weird myself. Sat in my pants. It's so hot. Messi or Mbappe? That's my big question. I'm going to say, I'll tell you in half an hour when I make my decision. Vinny to Elise. No, I'd go Vinny. Mane versus De Bruyne versus Bellingham. I'm going to say Mane and De Bruyne edge it. Will Kane start? Absolutely. Why no Yamal? He'll only play 60. Under 5% mid. Take a punt on Paz. Thoughts on Japan? Kamada's great. Messi or Mbappe? I'll tell you later. Vinny or Elise? Vinny, look at my team. The Bosnia keeper's fine. I prefer Senegal and the Netherlands for clean sheets. Xhaka as a differential's fine. I just went from Mane and Diamande to Kessie and Messi. It is nuts that we're not picking an Argentina forward. I'm going to do a poll about that. Don't know about Messi playing minutes, but his pizza choice looks so off. No, Messi is going to play. We've got a leak from someone with a big following, over 1 million followers. I trust his tweet. Is Messi starting? I think he will. He's going to come off, but he's going to start. How confident O'Reilly starts? Yeah, fairly confident there. Konza's safer, yeah. And he gets scouting bonus, Konza, to be fair. Is Konza on for scouting bonus? I assume he is. Konza. Must be. You could go Konza. Konza's ownership is 1.8. I just think O'Reilly goal threat is so high. Rafinha is out, yes. O'Reilly versus Otamendi, I'd go O'Reilly just. Right, let's do a poll on... So 50-50 pretty much, are you going Mane? Let's now do a poll on... I'm just going to stick with the Mane theme. Mane or Elise? Where are you at on Mane versus Elise? We've not spoken about Elise. He's balling. Absolutely. And if I don't go Mbappe, I'm like, do I want to cover France? I'm pretty sure I'm set on Mane, but he is the only midfielder there. It was going to be Somerville or Elise. That was the spot. But now Mane is not getting scouting bonus. It has to be considered. I'm pretty set, though, I think. How are you voting? Yeah, you are going Mane. 150 votes. Feels fair. Let's do a poll about Argentina forwards. And then I would love your one-liners as to why. Why are so many of you not going with an Argentina attacker when they play Jordan, who are out of the competition? And Argentina are just going to have fun and play with freedom for their fans. Argentina versus Jordan. Where is it? And will their fans be there? Where's it being played? Why doesn't it say? Is it in Dallas? There's going to be so many Argentinians in Dallas. 90,000. Have they played in Dallas yet? I don't think they have. So let's start a poll. Are you picking an Argentina attacker? If not, give me the reason why in one line. Best combo of CR7, Messi, and Salah Yamal. I'm going to say Messi over Ronaldo, and I'm going to say Salah over Yamal for minutes. Thank you for the super chat. Ryan sent one without a question. So, Ryan, if I see your question, I will make sure I answer it. Gianni, can you answer yes on why Otamendi, not other Argentina defenders? Just because they're going to rotate, I've got no idea who they're going to pick at the back. It could be a completely new back four, but one of their B team back four is Otamendi, who also is currently in the A team if Romero is injured. We saw in the last Argentina game, Romero come off for Otamendi. Therefore, I just fancy Otamendi almost certainly to start. And at attacking set pieces, he's got a little bit about him. Thank you, guys. Super chat coming in from Ryan. How certain are you with Somerville? Look, all I'd say is the last Netherlands game, Somerville came on at half-time and he tore it up. He came on for Marlon here on that right-hand side. Marlon didn't have a great first half. And second half, against Sweden, they were purring. They were so good. And Somerville was responsible for a lot of that. In game one, Somerville started and looked great. He played instead of Marlon on the right. Marlon played number 9 instead of Robbie. I think this first choice front three will be Holland's first choice. It will be no Marlon. It will be Somerville on the right, Robbie down the middle, Gakpo on the left. And I'm just going off what I've seen in terms of eye test. Somerville has been brilliant. Why are you... What time's deadline? 50 minutes. Guys, in the next minute or two, we'll know about any ownership changes. Especially our attention needs to go on to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper. So, guys, we will update you on ownership very quickly, very soon. If FPL Joe or anyone in the chat can update on ownership, that'd be useful. I think it kicks in at about 4 minutes past the hour. Hakimi versus Dumfries. I saw these as two non-negotiables, both in. If I'm picking one, I'm probably saying Dumfries edges it. Now, 57% of you are not picking an Argentina defender. I just want to know why you're not. Oh, sorry, an Argentina forward. Yeah, make sure your advice is on someone that you're not going to captain. Like for me, it will be a Sabari. I'm going Hakimi captain. Yes, legend Joe. Give it a look. This is our last warning. Is Verbruggen up to 4.6? So we should be all right. And the Ivory Coast goalkeeper, we should be all right on Verbruggen, shouldn't we? What about Fofana? Let's have a look. Fofana. 5.2. 5.2. And with that, the dream is over. Fofana 5.2. He has crept up massively. I'm selling. I'm selling. Does Verbruggen stay under? I think he does. I think he probably does, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh, Medina's gone up. Oh. Otamendi. Mane's gone to 5.5. Jesus. I'm keeping Mane. Guys, you're not giving me reasons as to why you're not picking an Argentine attacker. Why you're not picking the best team in the world versus Jordan. And look, I might not be too, but I just want to know why. Should I just go Messi? 45 minutes of Messi versus Jordan. How bad have Jordan been? Let's have a look if I can find their XG. Or maybe someone could tell me so I'm not having to scan. They conceded 2.11 XG versus Algeria, who are not great. I don't know what they did in the first game. Was it Austria? Can someone tell me what their XG was against Austria? Jordan are there for the taking. They're not a good football team. Jordan are usually bad second half. Like, is Messi going to start or come off the bench? He's going to start. Messi is going to start, and he's going to come off at halftime. This guy has 2.1 million followers, or 1.2 million followers, sorry. He's a legit source. I'm not certain Alvarez starts, though. That's the problem. Really not. He could go rogue and just play Lopez, Simeone. Lautaro, I don't think starts. He started the last two. Nico Gonzalez down the middle. Like, I'm not certain at all. It's the rotation risk that's putting me off. Yeah, I think it's fair. Freddie, are you going Messi? .69 XG versus Austria. They conceded. Not too bad, to be fair, because there was a pen in there. Okay. G, have you seen my team with Messi? So can't help any further. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll just go there. Oh, mate, Paz is a great differential. I love Paz, but again, there's no guarantee he starts. I'm tempted just to go Messi, you know. It's Mbappe's World Cup, though, isn't it? If you watch the first couple of games, it's just been the Mbappe show. Like, obviously, it's been the Messi show, but Mbappe's going to get the minutes versus Norway. What have Norway's results been recently in their friendlies and stuff? Obviously, defensively, we know they were good in qualifying. Norway results. Going into the World Cup, they had a couple of friendlies, didn't they? Not that we should read much into friendlies, but they beat Sweden 3-1. They drew in Morocco 1-1. Yeah, that was the game. Haaland barely touched the ball. Iraq did score against Norway somehow. And Senegal did score 2 against Norway. Late on, though, wasn't it? Senegal missed a lot of chances, though. Like, Nicholas Jackson couldn't hit a barn door. Oh, maybe the answer is Mbappe. New member coming in. Any new members that have got questions, let me know. It's cheaper than a super chat, I guess. Thank you, mate. Thank you to anyone that's gifted a membership today as well. I know, Freddie, you did 1. Squirrel did 5. Thank you, guys. De Ketelaere is great, but I think Lukaku gets the nod. Jackson or Sarr, I'm going to say Sarr. Egyptian mid, if you go one, it's got to be Salah. Mazraoui, 4.8. Should I keep him? It's risky. I'd just go Hakimi. Best 6.5 or below mid. Ooh. Nico Paz is a punt, but I've gone Somerville. Thoughts on Senesi coming in? Yeah, just go Otamendi. Barco can be great against Jordan. Yeah, shame he's not listed as a defender, though. He's a midfielder. Why don't you stop being stubborn about Mane? You can have Messi and Mbappe. I can't because Mane's a mid, dude. France have had harder fixtures. Another new member. Come on. If you're a new member, make it in capitals that you've just become a member so I don't miss your question. Or maybe Jay could look out for them for me. It's time to start site crashing. It's time to start looking in. Oh my God. We've got 50 minutes. Christ. Oh my God. The site is very slow. Okay. Messi. I'm going to go Mbappe for minutes. This could change. Oh, do I just go Alvarez and stick to my guns? I think it's mad not going for an... It's mad not going for an attacker from Argentina. But France want to qualify top. If France don't qualify top, then let's just go through the path, right? So Norway's path, as it stands, would be Ivory Coast. Tough, right? You don't want to be finishing second in that group. Ivory Coast, and then and then a last 16 game versus Brazil. Versus France, currently, they're top. Their route is Sweden. Whew. And Germany, to be fair, but Sweden, yeah. Mbappe. When do France play? (26th). And then they'll be playing. So France play 8 p.m. on the 26th. And then their knockout game would be 10 p.m. on the 30th. Should be all right. I'm gonna just leave Alvarez in for a minute. Member asks, I include Messi in my team. Argentines love to put Messi on top of the top scorer, play receiver. Yeah, it's true. You're right. And look, Messi is chasing individual stuff as well, right? He's gonna get at least 45. And we saw it with Orethabal the other day. 45 minutes is fine against the right opponent. As a Norwegian, I'm going to guarantee you that Mbappe will get lots of big chances. I do agree with you. I do think they've let up a lot of big chances versus Senegal. Will France versus Norway be a high or low scoring game? $1 million question. We hope it's a basketball game end to end. Gianni, are you captain Hakimi over Vinny as on screen or need to change? No, I'm going to go Hakimi. Yeah, get your question in if you become a member. Done it. Messi and Paz. Wow. Question above from X. Where above? It's not directly above. Oh, it's below. Weird. It came in below for me. Why Douay instead of Conan? Good question. The Ivory Coast average position map I'm going to show you now. Sorry, that's not it. Singo is the first choice right back. Singo is injured. Douay will come in at right back. Douay's got 3 goals in 20-odd games for Ivory Coast. Kanan, who plays not in Europe, at Strasbourg, like Douay. Kanan plays in the Ivory Coast League. He has 50 caps, 0 goals. He's just not quite as attacking. I also quite fancy the fact that Diomande is going to be heavily involved. And if he does, backstick from maybe a Douay cross rather than a pass from Keenan and then having to do a bit of magic. So there's very little in it, but I'm going to go for Douay, who isn't first choice, but because of injuries, he will be first choice. France need to win. You're right, but Jordan are bad. Have you thought about Mbappe and Messi? Honestly, I want to go Alvarez. I've said Alvarez all along. I might end up going Mbappe. I don't think I go Messi because of the 45. Look, when the round of 32 starts, I know Mbappe is going to be in my team and I know Messi's going to be in my team. They're going to be feel like 2 locks. because I think both teams will get very far in the competition. So yeah, maybe I'll wait a week on them. Don't know. I'm still torn. Thank you for the super chat. I've gone CR7 and Brahim Diaz over Messi and Mbappe and so yeah. CR7's an interesting one. Not considered him at all, to be honest. And I prefer Saibari to Brahim. I really do. But look, follow your gut. You know where I'm going there. I'm going Sabari and Messi or Mbappe or Alvarez over your two. But that doesn't mean I'm right. Back yourself if that's what you think, mate. Another super chat. Messi 45 minutes. Mbappe or Gakpo? I'm going to say not Gakpo because he's not been considered by me. It's Messi or Mbappe, and only you can make that call. Just know Mbappe is going to get more minutes. Maybe I've just answered my own question. Maybe it's just Mbappe because I know he's going to get more minutes. Question coming in from Mando. Agbadou is a defender with good power rankings in defense on the FIFA website. And opposite, yeah, he's great. And he's 3.9. You can get Doué for 4, though. 0.1 difference for slightly more attacking return. Although Agbadou could score a header. Not much between it for the Ivory Coast defenders. There really isn't. Based on our average, Messi will blank this game week. I don't know about that. I don't expect to blank, but I don't expect Mbappe to blank either. Who is Nico Paz? Why do I love him so much? He's Serie A's player of the season for Como. Owned Real Madrid have a buyback on him. He's going to be a sensation. Like he's going to be, if he's not already, he's already a world-class young player. He's going to be one of the pin-up boys of world football in the next 5 years, if he's not already. Just drop De Bruyne for De Paz and risk it. Can't. I could drop Mane. Or Somerville. No, I can't drop Somerville. I'm sure De Bruyne scores versus New Zealand. Mane's good versus Iraq too, isn't he? I'm not sure Paz starts. I'm really not sure on his fitness. The fact he didn't come off the bench worries me a little bit. Like, substitutions tell us a lot. Why didn't Nico Paz come off the bench in match day 2? There's no guarantee he starts. Guys, thank you all so much for subscribing today. We've had about 300 subscribers, which is insane. So thank you all for hitting that button. For those that haven't, if you fancy hitting the button, that would be amazing. Just takes you a second. All right, let's do some questions. Chat Virgin. Thoughts on, if you're a Chat Virgin, let me know. You got to subscribe to ask a question. Undav as Ecuador. I think Ecuador still defense first, and they'll keep it tight, and then they'll try and get a 1-0. Personally, I don't love Undav and Germany. Did Paz seriously get on? Hang on. I think that was match day 1 he got on. I don't think he did get on. Argentina. Are you sure? I looked the other day, unless I missed it. Argentina versus Austria. Did Paz really get on? No, he didn't. Dude, let's not spread fake news. I guess it was a genuine error, and you're thinking match day 1. Yeah, 10 minutes for Messi, match day 1. There you go. Naughty step. There isn't many scouting bonus, and I did go into it saying I wanted 10. And now I've got players like Mane not getting it, De Bruyne not getting it. O'Reilly doesn't get it. So look, scouting bonus, I've got my 2 keepers, Doué, Otamendi, Somerville. What's Somerville's ownership doing? Let's have a look. Oh, Christ, he's 12%. Okay, not Somerville. Diamande gets it. But yeah, you're right. It's gone from like 10 to 6 or 7. Which is pretty poor from me. Most picks over 5% now consider swapping. No, I wouldn't say so. Like Mane, I'm still keeping. Goalkeeper, I would. Like, Fofana's gone over 5%, the goalkeeper from Ivory Coast. There's very little between the Ivory Coast goalkeeper and the Senegalese goalkeeper, Diao. So I just go Diao and get your scouting bonus. So, yeah, with some, yes. With others, no. New member, thank you very much for coming in. If you've got a question, let me know. Verbruggen plays before Diao. Yes, I'm going to swap. I've swapped that in the team. Just it's not on the screen grab. Go for Konza, 90 minutes in both matches. Yeah, but Konza doesn't come with a goal threat that O'Reilly does. I'm going for Paz for UG. Thank you, mate. I do. Honestly, I gave you all the tip. I was like, I'm not picking Saibari last week. I was very close to. And I said, just if you want to go with one player that I just have this feeling about. And he did. He went and got an 11, 12 pointer. I think Paz is a fantastic option, but I'm not going there. Do I go Alvarez or Messi or Mbappe? Oh, jeez. So hard. I'm so torn on this one. Is Mbappe going to be in your team, guys? Let's do a poll on that. What's Mbappe's engaged audience? Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Is Mbappe in your Matchday 3 team? He's just been, honestly, he's had a poor season. He's looked amazing. Because most are going Mbappe or Kane, and they'll go Kane. And I think I'd edge Kane. Why no Gakpo? Can't have them all. He's good, though. No, I'm not going Mandambi. Chat Virgin, Rashford or Saka? I'm going to say Saka just. Covering Mbappe with Elise is fair. Yep. Perfectly doable option, that. Is Paz over KDB worth the risk? Mick has it right. He's a great option. There is a big question mark if he starts. I do think Somerville starts, and we know KDB starts, and I just don't think I'm willing to take on those minutes on Paz. Reminder, Fofana, the goalkeeper, has gone up. You could double up on Ivory Coast defence, yeah. Mbappe scored 16 goals in like 2 and a bit World Cups. It's nuts. I am captaining Hakimi. Who's your captain going to be tonight, guys? I guess many of you are on video there. I'll do a poll over captaincy tonight. Is Mbappe in your Matchday 3 team? 70% of you are going there. Okay. Wow. Let's start a poll on captaincy. Who is your cap during Morocco and Brazil games? I'm going to put Saibari. I'm going to put Diaz. I'm going to put Hakimi. So 3 Morocco players, and then we're just going to put Vinny. Because I think it is Vinny or no one. I'm going to also do a poll up. Do you own Vinny? Guys, nearly 2,000 of you watching, which is insane. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to everyone that's asked a question. Thank you to our mods. Jay, you've been so on it tonight. Thank you very much. Squirrel too, Freddie as well. So many of you. Don't forget keepers. Nope. Who has more goals threat, Saka, Salah, or Doku? I go Doku for the fixture. KDB or Mane? I'm torn between them. I'd say. I don't know. KDB. It was Mane before the ownership went up. Now they're the same. KDB. Poll on captaincy tonight. Oh, Vinny it's a proper split pot. Sabari 40, Hakimi 26, Vinny 30. I just think Sabari could get an early sub. That's all. Yeah, the goal difference does matter. Interesting there. That's a pretty split pot. No one's going Brahim Diaz. But yeah, I'm going to just do a poll if you own Vinny, because Vinny's an interesting one, because there's a lot that think Scotland will just grind out a 1-0 win, lose 1-0. If Scotland lose 1-0, they probably qualify. If they lose 3-0, they probably don't. So Scotland don't need to even, a draw guarantees they qualify. But Scotland could be all right with a very soft defeat. Stop saying check my keepers. I've turned them around. I've already done it. And I've got days to do it anyway. It's not set. This is about managing your team live, this game, right? But thank you for the concern. I have mentioned it a few times. Yeah, we'll do a poll on want to change your captain, yeah. Yes, Verbruggen does play. Thank you, guys. I will change them. I have changed them. All right. Let's do a poll on do you own Vinny? So Sabari looks like he's going to be the most popular captain tonight. It's fair. I'm going Hakimi because I think he's the most differential. Also, 7-point goal. And he takes free kicks. Do you own Vinny for match day 3? Apparently, Messi wants to play. Yeah, Messi will play, apparently, 45 minutes. At least. Vinny versus Salah. Vinny for me. See my team. I have Vinny over Salah. Get voting, guys, in the poll. Here's the markets, by the way, from FPL Joe. Check them out. Yeah, Vinny's super popular. Wow, 91% are going Vinny. I'm going to post my team on Instagram. Because it's something I promised that I would always do before the deadline. It's the team on screen, although, and I might back against this, I'm going to say the only decision is that forward spot. I'm so torn on it. It's just been Mbappe's, I think Mbappe has caught my eye more than any other player this World Cup in terms of what I've seen. I've been more impressed by Mbappe, I think, than any other player. And I know Messi, Ronaldo, Haaland have all been amazing. But there's been something about watching Mbappe where I'm like, you look like you're in a playground with it's men against boys. It's a boy. It's a man against a team of boys. It's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly put this on Insta. Is Verbruggen above 5%? No, he shouldn't be. I think he's 4.6. Yeah, 4.6. He could sneak over after the deadline and we won't know. He was 4.4 an hour ago. So he is increasing. We have seen Fofana, the Ivory Coast keeper, tick up, and I have sold him as a result. I think scouting bonus is a massive draw. Yeah, just post it on Insta. Does anyone have the 5% line? FPL Joe does. Thanks for being on the stream chat. Yeah, thank you very much. You guys have been amazing. Diamande Gakpo, look at my team. What about Shabir? Yeah, Egypt are fine. Guys, I'm gonna try this on for size, and I'm gonna screen grab my team again with Mbappe in. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I stick with it, but I'm gonna do it. I just can't guarantee Alvarez gets more than 60. Like, he could be the guy that they swap with Messi. They could get 45 each. So annoying because I was so wanted to be different there. And I'm so obsessed on the Argentina attack versus Jordan. But Mbappe's more likely to play 90. Mbappe's looked insane against Iraq. And I know it's Iraq, but also Norway are conceding chances. I could change my mind again in the next half an hour, but I'm just going to put Mbappe on. I'm going to show you the team with Mbappe. I'm disappointed in myself there because I really want an Argentina attacker. But I can't refuse Mbappe at this point. He's playing to a different level. I remember him doing this in the World Cup final. He loves World Cups. Let's get rid of this team. I've swapped the goalkeepers for you guys. I had already. Bookies say Messi's more likely to score than France, really? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that. But Messi's going to get fewer minutes than Mbappe. And that's not necessarily been taken into account. Downgrade Salah to Rashford. Upgrade. Oh, yeah. Yes. Hakimi's a huge upgrade. Got 3 free transfers. Do I still wildcard? I just don't know when else you'll wildcard. Everyone gets a wildcard as soon as, like, in an hour. In half an hour, we've got unlimited transfers. And come the knockouts, some of the transfer allocations are crazy. They're like 4, 5, 5, 6, like between rounds. You're not going to need a wild card in the knockouts. Plus, you're going to have other chips you need to use. I'm not going to answer Diamande or Gakpo. I'm just going to say, see my team. Bear in mind, bookies goal scorer odds assume the player starts. Yes. And I think Messi will, but they also assume start and gets more than the 45 we think Messi will. So, yeah. Thoughts on Kessié? He's great. He's not known for his goal scoring, but against Carousel, yeah. I prefer Diamande, though. I also like Bonnie, by the way, for Carousel, for Ivory Coast. The Inter Milan forward was at Parma, scored loads of goals for them. He's useful and he would get chances. I'm not doing Wheel of Fortune. Matters too much to put it down to chance. Vinny Jr. on pens, yes. Especially no Rafinha in the team. Yes, he will be. I haven't missed a super chat there, have I? No, I don't think so. Hey, mate, O'Reilly or Konza? Look, Konza's guaranteed to start. O'Reilly's not. O'Reilly's way more goal threat, though. Yeah, no one considers Vissel. I do like DRC. Yeah, you get a scouting bonus, but you don't get a goal. And you might get a goal. And I'm about ceiling. But yeah, Skonza's a really good pick. KDB Yamal, see my team. But KDB. Would you do Mbappe over Diamande? No, I don't think I would. I really like the Ivory Coast attack. Really like the Ivory Coast. I just think Curacao are so there for the taking. Like, I'm looking at my team going, should I have another Ivory Coast attacker here? Am I silly not doing that? I just put Bonnie in instead of Mbappe. You know, I could consider that. Forget Messi and Mbappe. Just go Bonnie. Like, they are rubbish, Carousel. Thing is, Ivory Coast can't qualify top, can they? Because Germany beat them. So they're only playing for second, so you might get some early subs. If you're going for a mid, go Kessie. Such a shame, Diamande. And Ahmad are forwards. Such a shame. It's so annoying. Bonu doesn't get scouting bonus. Thoughts on Elise versus Yamal? Oh, go Elise for me. Is it worth going for David again? I don't think so. Switzerland are a good defence. Thoughts on Dembele and England mids? Yeah, fine. I don't like Dembele as an option, though. Go Elise if you want a France midfielder. It's all about Elise. England mids, I like Saka as a punt. I'm sweating so bad. I'm sat in my pants. It's 30 degrees and it's 7:40 at night. My current view right now, I've just put on Instagram, not OnlyFans, Instagram. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I'm wet with sweat. Rolling my t-shirt up to the bottom of the screen. I've locked in my team as well. Unbearable. But honestly, it was all worth it. There's 2,000 of you watching, which is insane. We didn't quite get to our target of 42,000 subs, but boy, have we done well. Thank you so much for everyone that did hit that subscribe button today. Please do continue to so. We've got 20 minutes. Maybe we get close. And thank you to everyone that's commented, asked a question, sent a super chat, modded. All of you are amazing. I'm going to be here every deadline. On Sunday, I'm in a bit of a predicament though, because I've got some family commitments, which obviously I'm not going to miss. My daughter's in a ballet show, which obviously I'm watching. I'm going to the matinee. My wife is going to the evening. But I haven't figured out how many hours I'm available for the deadline, because I might have to have the little one. But other than that, I'll be around for every deadline. Super chat, come in. Thank you very much, Sam Clark. That's a very generous one, mate. Appreciate you. Are you now set on having Argentina attacking or not having Argentina attacking? Oh, would you consider no Kane? My original plan was no Kane, Messi, and Alvarez. Would you consider no Kane, having Messi, and then switching Mane to someone like Saka to get double England? Yeah, that's a legit option. Look, am I committing to no Argentina attack? As things stand, yeah. I am going without them because I just cannot guarantee that any of them get 60. I think Messi and Alvarez, if someone told me you're getting 60 from Messi, I'd do it, but it might be 45. If someone told me I was getting more than 60 from Alvarez, I'd do it. But I don't know those things, and I do know Mbappe is going to be playing for goals and playing with swagger. Would you consider no Kane, having Messi, and then switching Mane to some? I really want Mane over Saka. Again, I think Saka could see early subs, and Martinez's got a sort of talisman, and look, Senegal need to win and they need to score goals. Senegal lost their two games. So no, I think Mane over an English midfielder is clear. I'm okay going without Kane. I could consider that. But as I've got it, I'm fairly happy. Diamande or Messi? Diamande, see my team. So yeah, thank you, dude, for that super chat. I really appreciate that, Sam. And good luck with your team. But follow your instincts. If you want to drop Kane and go for an England midfielder, do. If I captain someone at 8 p.m, can I change it to 11? Yes. As many times between games as you want. Super chat coming in. Sark, Kane, Gakpo. Should I get Mbappe? You've got Mane. Look. I've gone Mbappe over Gakpo, and I've gone Mbappe over Sarr. If I was ranking those forwards, I would say Kane, Sarr, Mbappe, I think. I don't love Gakpo, and I know he's done well. I have Messi, Nakamura, Mbappe, Lamar, De Bruyne, Vinicius, Murray, and Gakpo midfield and attack. Yeah, looks good. Check James' team. Yeah, do if you're unsure, check my team. Are you capping Hakimi? Yes. Why are you capping Hakimi? Because I think upside for a goal is 7 points, and I'm there for it. I just want to go for Hakimi because it's different. I think it's very unlikely that we stick anyway. I would need a hell of a score. The 10 pointers, the 12 pointers, we're not sticking. The 15 pointers, we are. And if Hakimi gets a goal and a clean sheet, he's getting close to 15 points. So I'm just there for that, really. Somerville on 90 mins? Yeah, no, probably not. But Somerville's just got something about him where I want him. I've been watching him and I'm like, there. Oh, Zodiac. Dude, you got my name wrong. So many make that mistake, and I don't quite understand how. That's a woman's name, and all over the screen should say my actual name. It's in my handle. So many make that mistake. I get it every week. I hear a Jana somewhere. Anyway, your goalkeepers play at the same time. They don't. They're on different time slots. They're about 20 hours apart. Super chat. Hi, Gianni. What's your thoughts on Zico for Egypt against Iran? Look, I think Iran are good, and Zico he scored the goal, didn't he? He looked really dangerous. If I'm going Egypt though, I'm going Marmoush or I'm going Salah. But personally, I think Iran-Egypt's a tight game. I'm okay going without Egypt. Got Mbappe, Messi, Diamande. Need a 5.3 million defender. Oh, you got loads of options. England at 4.7. Like I like Nico O'Reilly. Like, look at any of my defenders. Like, you could have a Ivory Coast defender, an Argentine defender, or an English defender. Konza, if you want a scouting bonus, safe pick. De Kuiper, he's got loads of upside. Elise or Yamal, who's better for Matchday 3? Elise, more minutes. O'Reilly, Somerville, or Mane and Conan. O'Reilly and Somerville. Lee Kang versus Kessie. Cunha for a punt. No. De Kuiper. Start Q or Verbruggen. It's the same for me, Johnny. Everyone adds an S to my last name. Yeah, J's today. Oh, your last name, yeah. Can we change captain between Hakimi? Yeah, no. Hakimi and Vinny you can't change. They kick off at the same time. What, you're going to change it as soon as Vinny scores? You can't do that, dude. A wader for a punt. Don't hate it. 4 premiums in Vinny, Elise, and Kane. Is it worth dropping Elise to mix it up? No, they're all good picks. Thoughts on Japan players? They're good. You just can't have them all. Salah, Vinny, Kane, and Yamal available. Yeah. Orathabal or Gakpo? Orathabal. No, I'm going to say Gakpo. Lukaku on pens. Yes. Will he start? Yes, I think so. Kessie, Yamal or Mane, De Bruyne? Mane, De Bruyne. How many minutes is Yamal getting? 60. Do you think Jackson is a good differential? Yes, I actually do. Otamendi starting? I think so. Nuno Mendes or Nico? Chat Virgin, please answer. I'm going to say Nico. Look at my team. Thoughts on Zambia as a punt? Is fine. I like Switzerland though. I think it's a tight game. What are your thoughts on Cunha? He's fine. I prefer Vinny. Messi will apparently be playing 60. Not true. We don't know. Show appreciation with a like, a subscribe, or even a share. Thank you very much, Jay. Yeah, 2,000 of you in the chat. Please do hit that subscribe if you're new around here. Salah or Yamal? Salah for minutes. I need a midfielder for 7.5. De Bruyne, Mane, both around that price point. Sabari if you don't have him. Mane or Elise? I have Sarr. Go Elise, spread the risk. What do you think of Sarr? I think he's great. Gianni, is Mbappe, Messi, Kane all together too risky? No, they're great. You can't risk on their best players of the game. I think Messi is apparently getting 45 is the tweet from a credible journalist. New member Sam Clark coming in. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Why De Bruyne? Because I like De Bruyne. There are loads of players I like. If I've not picked your player, please don't be offended by that. Please don't think I don't like them. There's like 50 players I'd happily own. You can only pick 15. So I think Kessie's great. I can't own him. I think Brahim Diaz is great. I can't own him. If I'm picking between them, probably Kessie edges it. Welcome for anyone that's just joined, though. Somerville Gakpo. See my team. Loads of new members tonight. Any new members, by the way, I'll always respond to you in any of the comments you put on my video, and in my videos, and I'll always respond to you in the live chat as well. So yeah, priority for them. How many minutes is Alvarez getting? This is the reason why I don't think I'm going Alvarez. I need to lock that decision in. I got 15 minutes, 12 minutes. I was on Alvarez, then I was on Messi, then I was on Alvarez, now I'm on Mbappe. It's mad. I just cannot guarantee those Argentine minutes, and I think I'm going to go Mbappe, guys. I think I'm going to go Mbappe. So tough because I think it's madness. We are not picking an Argentina attacker. We're not picking an Argentina attacker versus Jordan, but we just got no idea how much rotation they make in the attacking positions. I fancy it's going to be a lot. It's going to be like 4 or 5 subs on the front 5 players. Alvarez. Gianni, is Cunha worth starting for Vinny? No, I don't think so. I much prefer Vinny. You are Rashford just sub to membership, top channel for World Cup Fantasy. Sam, you're an absolute gent. It's been lovely having you this evening, mate. Somerville 100% starting. No, not 100%, but you've got to take risks sometimes. And having watched him closely, I think he does. Will percentages change? Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. And we're not going to see them till 4 minutes past. So look, there's a couple of tight ones. Verbruggen could go over. I don't think he will. He's 4.6. There's a couple of tight ones. Van der Ven or Van Heck. Whoever gets scouting bonus, if they both do, Van der Ven, because of left back, he's getting forward a little bit more. Verbruggen or Schobert, Verbruggen. Get your team sorted, guys. 10 minutes left. Diamande or Messi? I've got Diamande in my team. Thoughts of Kamada, he's great. Brobby or Gakpo? I'd go Brobby just. Hakimi or Vinny, captain tonight? I can only tell you what I'm doing, Sam. I'm going Hakimi. The chat are going mostly Sabari and Vinny. There was a split vote when we did it earlier on those two players. Hakimi is way down in the pecking order. But I just fancy my thing with captaincy tonight. If I get 10 or 11 points from a player, I'm not sticking. I think Vinny and Sabari have got a higher chance of getting 10 or 11 than Hakimi. But in terms of ceiling, who might get me a 15? I actually think it's Hakimi. So whilst he's got the lower floor, he's got the higher ceiling. Does that make sense? Because if he gets a goal and a clean sheet, that's 13 straight away, right? And then he could get an assist in there. You never know. Like Hakimi, because it's 7 points for a goal. John's in the house. Hope you're good, mate. Good luck to South Africa in their last game. John, one of our ultras. The percentages don't update, Marco, until 4 minutes past the hour. So unfortunately, we're going to get to deadline and maybe see one or two of our keepers or players change. Worth noting, the Ivorian goalkeeper, Fofana, has crept over 5%. I have therefore sold him. I'm hoping Verbruggen stays under. Savari could get Hattie. Of course he could. But I think you'll get an early sub from the Moroccan guys. Morocco, I fancy... If they're cruising, I don't know, goal difference matters, I guess. Maybe not. Jay, of course, just sent me a voice note. Jay, I'm not going to listen to it now, but I will listen to it in 7 minutes. Or should I play it out? Check out Ryan from Brazil. Yeah, he could start in the Rafinha role. I think he probably does. Or someone like Luis Enrique could start there. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Brazil with no Rafinha. I think it might make Vinny even more central. Let's see. Guys, there's nearly... we've been around this 1,800 people watching for a very long time, guys. Thank you. And loads of you have hit that sub button and loads of you have liked. Gakpo or Diamande. See my team. Oh, is it confirmed, Ryan, starting? I don't think it is. Taking a 1-2-6 on the other account. Now we wait. Well played, Joe. We want to see... Joe's trying to be the bottom-ranked manager. And with that, we then know how many players are in the game. We think it's around 2.5 million. Is that right, Joe? Team is locked. Best of luck, everyone. Look, I'm going to stay on Mbappe. I'm going to lock in as well. I just know Alvarez or Messi are going to bang. I'm going to go Mbappe. Gives me one fewer captaincy options. I've got Otamendi, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to go Mbappe. I'm just going to do it. I just fancy Mbappe. I think Norway have to go for the win. A draw sees France qualify top. So Norway have to go at it, and there could be space for Mbappe. Senegal had chances versus Norway. Yeah, expected to be 2.5 billion in the World Cup. Okay, nice. Saka worth a punt? Absolutely, love that call. Jay's just put my Instagram in. Yeah, thank you, mate. Gianni Butticefpl is my personal Instagram. Calcio Butticefpl is my football-only one. But yeah, come follow me. I've been at Sky Sports News all day today. Loads of behind-the-scenes stuff from Sky on my stories, for example, if you fancy it. Yeah. Yeah. Me getting bloody makeup done. Just looking at my stories now. Me sat here in my pants. So yeah, if you fancy following me, do. It's not really an FPL account, though, must say. 2.33 million at the start of Game Week 2. Right, yeah. Can you explain why Diamande? Yeah, I just want a bit of a wild card punt for Ivory Coast. I like Bonnie. I like Ahmad, and I've just chosen chosen Diamande. I wanted a attacker or a forward from Ivory Coast. I think that fixture is such a good one. Carousel concedes so many chances. Tielemans looks really attacking, to be fair. I think he's captain as well, isn't he? Somerville or Vinny? I'd go Vinny. Saka worth the punt. Yeah. I'd say he's the best England mid to go for. Saka or Rashford. Very little in it. If you think both are going to start. Guys, there are only 4 minutes remaining. Lock those teams in. Time to lock in, guys. I'm going to put my lock team on Twitter with the padlock emoji. Good luck, everyone, by the way. Should I get Otamendi for O'Reilly, Decoy, what will do? Or should I leave it as it is? Leave it as it is, mate. I don't think you need Otamendi. He's the defender I'm least excited about. I do like De Kuiper very much. I just think New Zealand score. Choose a second goalkeeper. I don't know. Just pick one with scouting bonus. Pick one with scouting bonus if you've not got Verbruggen. There's loads of goalkeepers with scouting bonus you could get to. Look at the Bosnia keeper playing in tonight. Team news is out, so we know he starts. Yeah, go Vasiljic. They play Qatar. Every chance that Qatar don't score. Best goalkeeper with scouting bonus. I think it's Verbruggen and Diao, my two. Whew, guys, it's been a long one. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to go as soon as it hits 0:00. I'm shattered. I'm going to have loads of content out in the next few days. I might wait a day or two to do my first look at unlimited transfers. Let's see who qualifies first, right? But yeah, maybe out on... What day is it today? It's Wednesday, isn't it? So let's let the Wednesday games pass. Maybe... Thursday games past 2. And then we get a really good idea of how that's shaping up. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. Yeah, make sure before you go, as Squirrel says, leave a like and subscribe. And Squirrel gifted 5 memberships earlier, and he said he's only doing that if you all hit the buttons. He did say that, Squirrel did. It's unbelievable. Guys, I know I've talked about targets and stuff and making the most of having eyes on the screen. We had 40,330, I think it was. We've made 600 subs tonight. Ridiculous. My channel doesn't make 600 subs in a month. Just made it on one stream. So thank you. You lot are awesome. Little Miss in the house. Yes. Yes. You're quite right, Little Miss FPL. I am firmly in my pants. And it's not a pretty sight. So hot. I've had my t-shirt rolled up to like here. This room is baking. Oh, Little Miss FPL, I've got a photo to show you, actually. I'm going to put it on the WhatsApp group. My wife just shared an image to the family group of our thermometer upstairs. Now, I think it's going to be hotter now, but she shared 31.9 at 17:44. So I'm going to forward that on, Little Miss, to our WhatsApp right now. Ultras. Where's Ultras? Ultras. I think it's going to be hotter. Oh, deadline's passed. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to run. That was wicked. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to you. Awesome lot. The new subs, the channel members, the mods, the ultras, everyone that's asked a question, the likers, the lurkers. I'll see you for another video, probably out tomorrow, let's be honest. Maybe the next day, but out very soon. Good luck this game week. May your arrows be green. Special shout out, I'm going to end for our #1 mod, Jay, Mr. Offcore himself, doing all of the good stuff. Appreciate you, mate.